Hello there. This video contains the contents of 4 other videos, designed for those too lazy to click on next video, or for those too cozy in bed to want to switch it. If you didn't see this on your subscriber feed, it is because I did not publish it there, as to avoid annoying you with the same content. For the rest of you though, enjoy. Previously on Project Zomboid, we tackled a 100-day challenge within Zomboid that involved a mutating virus that caused the zombies to grow in ever-increasing numbers and strength, as well as the world itself becoming more hostile as we grew closer to the 100-day mark. And with an insane amount of challenges and obstacles, we were able to overcome the insane hurdles that came at us with no mercy, and escaped by the skin of our teeth. In today's world, we are taking this mutant variation of zombies to a whole new level. Today, I'm going to show you a world of Zomboid you didn't know could be possible. A world growing ever stronger, held at knife point versus some of the harshest conditions a Zomboid world can throw at you. So the question is, can I survive 100 days? So first things first, this is a modded playthrough, obviously. If you aren't into that, or you think certain things are overpowered or weird or too much, I apologise. But for me, mods are important because it keeps me engaged, and I think it's important that we all discover new things. So keep that in mind as you watch. Let's discuss my character for this playthrough. This is Fishy Boyle. I don't know why I named him that. I sincerely lacked creativity there, I apologise. I am going to be playing a veteran. Guns are probably the most important thing in this playthrough because believe me, you don't want to be close to the zombies in this world. So the main ones you need to know about. ADHD. I become very bored doing tasks like carpentry and such very quickly, and once the meter is full, I can't do any task anymore. That gives me quite a lot actually. So PTSD, meaning if I'm stressed, I'm essentially fucked. 65% less effective from like stress reduction stuff. Fortunately, I'm veteran, so I don't get panicked. So I kind of feel like that's you know, it's just good to have. Taking pills will slowly increase like a thing. So if I take a painkiller, I'll start coughing. If I take another, I'll start sweating. Eventually this becomes, I think it's anaphylactic shock, which essentially just means you start dying. You just start suffocating. So you have to be really careful. If you take an antibiotic, you just die. Bloat. This is kind of a benefit sometimes, but it is very difficult to control. You gain more calories from food, which is good, but it is really hard to lose weight. Like, you have to be very careful with this. Stress eater, which also kind of works against me with bloat. When I am stressed, which I am stressed a lot, I become hungry. So my dude is going to be eating for probably like 4 people. Betrayed. There's no other players, so if I have a weapon out, I become anxious. So a lot of these are kind of working against each other, so I shouldn't probably be taking these, but they're a lot easier to manage than other things. Conspicuous, you know what that does. I have a bunch of depressive traits. I believe these just worked with each other, so I become really depressed really quickly. I saw a comment saying that depression doesn't do anything. In my playthroughs, I don't know what I've done in my mods, but when I'm depressed, I'm very slow, so transferring stuff or pulling out weapons becomes very slow. Injured. I start with like scraps and like maybe like a burns and stuff. Melancholic. This also, I believe these all tick together, I'm not too certain. Nervous wreck, I am anxious by nature, meaning my anxiety builds up faster, which I believe causes depression. Yeah, these ones are pretty self-explanatory. Mostly just taking these because, you know, they're free points. The main ones I want you to worry about here, I have strong, I have athletic, and I also have gym goer, so I'm going to have level 10 strength and level 10 fitness. This is essential for me. I don't ever like to be low on fitness or strength in my runs. Terminator, so it gives me a bunch of aiming and reloading skills, and increases the damage I deal with guns by 25%. Keeping in mind though, that is a very expensive perk. One of the most important ones I always take is Indefatigable, which essentially means once I reach 15% HP, I regain all of my HP, and it knocks all the zombies off of me that are around me. This is only once per life though, so it just gives you a second chance if you get completely overwhelmed. It's 10 points though, so it is expensive. Restoration Expert is really useful as well, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of resources on this map. Restoration Expert means that I can repair an item to full condition, and I don't gain penalties for multiple repairs. It's very good. It's more of a convenience thing. It's still 6 points, so it's pretty expensive. I'm taking Tinkerer so that I can gain enough experience with Hobby Technician so that I can play Veteran and still have access to cars, so I'll be able to hotwire them and such. Thick-Blooded, meaning that I just bleed slowly from wounds, which buys me extra time if I get a neck bite, and a bunch of other things that can help me balance out my unhappiness. So if I'm in a house, it helps increase my happiness. Bloodlust, if I'm killing zombies, I'll gain happiness. If I don't kill anything for too long, I'll start to gain anxiety and get angry and depressed. And a couple of other skills in fishing, and I can connect generators without the book. Unfortunately for you guys, I know you probably are bored of it, but we are once again starting in Moldra for two reasons. One, food is set to insanely rare again, and there's a few farms here that spawn that is going to be essential for my early game survival, and two, there's a very specific spot that I think is going to be perfect for a world like this, and you'll find out why. So I spawned in, watched the cooking show, and looted around the house. Key here. That might be for a car outside, that'd be good. Oh! Well, paint me lucky. I will be taking those. And even some clothing to rip up. Stealth book. Gonna keep these in the satchel. Mechanics 3, that might be good. And now introducing one of the super mutant variants. Okay. Oh my god, that was a super sprinter. Okay. Oh. That's so scary. It's like they bait you, and as soon as they get on top of you, they just fucking like go right for you. One of the variants in this mod is a super sprinter, and what essentially this is supposed to be is a sprinter that is 2 times the normal speed, but for some reason it only speeds up when it gets pretty close to you, and it's a real bait kind of zombie, because you think, oh, I'll just time it right and kill it, but as soon as he's upon you, he physically runs past you and bites you on the neck. It's very annoying. I just heard a zombie open a door. A zombie just opened the door. Oh fuck. What the fuck? Is that the fucking... Looks like that Half-Life asset. That player model in Gmod. Another zombie you'll come across here is a skeleton. There isn't too much of a difference, but one, they're a lot thinner, so they're harder to notice. Two, they don't spawn with any clothing on them, and often enough don't have anything on them at all, meaning that you can't loot them for anything, not even ripped sheets, as they don't have clothing. Oh my fucking days, bro. You better not be a... Super crawler. Nope. Nope. Yet another variation of zombies you'll be seeing is a super crawler, a crawling zombie with the speed of a sprinter. You better watch your feet, because if they get their hands on it, you're gonna be limping for quite a few days. Ripping that too. Okay. We have a plunger. We're balling. Connor's opinion on things. Adderall? Yo! Popping a perk. Oh, a sewing kit. Right, okay. That's good. We're gonna need a needle. I've got everything we wanted out of this house. We'll take you. Don't really need stale food right now, I'm desperate. Holy shit, what the fuck? This house is like gold mine. Beef jerky, pepper... What is happening? I've not had this much food appear in a house, even on a normal one. Oh, do I need either of these? Tailoring, I will take. Mechanics, I don't need. It is a good find, though. I need tailoring and foraging real bad. And now I want to introduce you to the variant of zombie that makes this world so difficult. There's a bomb! He's got a bomb! Oh, we're good. That was a close call. For the future, you should note these 2 zombie variants. A natural burning zombie that is immune to fire damage, that set things on fire as they walk around, leaving destruction in their wake. And 2, an exploding zombie, also known as the Boomer, who will sprint towards you, and upon touching you, will immediately blow up, damaging you, possibly setting you on fire, and attracting zombies around you. These are probably the most lethal out of any of them. Fucker. No. Oh, fuck. We died. Yeah, we don't have long. That's a burning skeleton. I've not seen that one before. No, this house is for nothing. This makes loot even more temporary. If often enough you don't loot a house, eventually it will burn down eventually anyway. So if you ain't looting something, you better make peace with that. Double holster. Not that I've got any guns, but it's good to have. I'm fighting. Can you get the fuck off of me? Ah, you motherfucker. What is happening? What is happening? I can't move. Get over the fucking thing. Don't worry, I got indefatigable at least. Oh. You know what? I deserve that, I guess. Not gonna lie, this was probably the least dramatic use of indefatigable I've had yet. Survival... fishing. Okay. Holy shit, that is a 18% remaining. It's got fuel. The lock is broken. Man, fuck you. Locks are broken apparently, so that's... nope. Bitch, please. Come on. I know you got fuel, bitch. Start up. Off. We got lift off. Core of a tank, we're balling. A few hours later, I arrived at the location of the base that we will be using for this playthrough. I chose it because it is completely surrounded in fences, and the zombies do not attack these fences, meaning that it is a one-way in and one-way out. Thank you. Whew. Get inside. This will be your house. Ooh. And all the food goes in the freezer now. And I'm gonna keep food on me because I know at some fucking point, a zombie that's on fire is gonna come here. And my fucking shit's gonna get burned down. So... Day 2 began with me clearing the area around my base. Oh, you had a fucking thing on you. You had a blicky. Very shit blicky, but it is a blicky. And the first gun of the playthrough appears, a 22, which is basically the equivalent of like a paintball gun, but you know what? It's a gun. A 22. Honestly, I'll take what I can get. I just want to make sure I get to the... I need to get to the houses before they start burning down. That's like the #1 problem I had before. It's just the burning zombies. I hear a lot of zombies. They just opened the... Holy shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Motherfucker, extinguish yourself. Extinguish yourself. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm dying. Do I die here? Oh. 0.009. I have never been that low in this game in my life. After a near-death experience, I ate up what little food I had to heal and headed out to a nearby farm. Oh. Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes. I'm glad I got to these before the burning zombies did. I'm hearing something, but I don't see it. There you go. Ooh, convenient. Well, how good is this stuff? Better than what I've got, that's for certain. And a vest. Got that, man. Goody. I then discovered something in my car boot. Oh. Wait, hold on. Pause. Pause. I've never seen a land... I didn't know I had landmines installed. 44... Yeah, isn't this like grenade, like automatic, like AGS fucking like grenade launcher runs? I don't even know what gun that's for. Well, good to know. After filling my boot with some food and highly explosive ammunition, I made my way to the gas station. And I think, okay, what should I do next? I'm thinking I need fuel within the next, like, day or two. Do I just go get it now? Probably, right? Because once the car is filled with fuel, I don't have to do it for, like, the rest of the run. I'm having to resort to using the car as a battering ram once again. There's too many zombies here, but unfortunately my car is taking an absolute beating. These aren't just sprinters. Get the fuck away from me! I'm out of fuel. Okay, this might be... Okay, so that's seat 1, seat 2, seat 3, seat 4. Okay. No, seat 3. Oh! You motherfucker, how did you bite me? It's 4, I'm injured, it should be fine. Fuck. I'm currently bleeding out, casually running away from a super sprinter. Oh, that's a super sprinter. It's locked. Fuck. I can't sprint either. Why can I not sprint? Do not. Fuck. Whoa. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have level 10 strength. Thank you, mute. That is a super sprinter. Oh! Oh my god. It's terrifying every time. After grabbing another car at the gas station, I filled that up, transferred my items, and made my way. My next stop was the police station. This was going to be my first stop for actual weapons. I didn't want to risk close encounters with these zombies anymore. Every time I was nearly losing my life, and it just wasn't worth it. I don't like my chances here, so I'm just going to see if I can hit them with the 1-2. Mostly the sprinters here I want to get rid of. My first tactic was to try and lure most of the zombies away. I didn't want to break my car by using it as a battering ram anymore, and taking them on in melee, well, we just discussed that, didn't we? Did that. Swap. Then with the 1-2, the majority of the sprinters should be gone. And now I can take care of the fuckers that I want to. Fuck. No! Hit him, bro. Fuck you now. Fuck off. Oh my god, man. Sorry for being so silent there. I fucking had to lock in for a minute. I think we're doing alright now. I think we should be fine. Before entering the police station, I checked out the vans. These usually had guns. Okay, these are not really guns that I want. I don't think rubber shells do anything. Okay, I've never known a car to not hurt something as much as fucking Zomboid. Like, seriously. That fire is spreading really fucking quickly. Can we please speed this up? In previous attempts at this mutant world, often enough a good run would be stopped by the fact that entire sections of armories would simply be burned down, and I'd be left with nothing but an axe to defend myself from an ever-growing population of burning zombies. So it's good I got here while I did. We need to get what we can get, and then get out as soon as possible. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, I'm too tired to fucking... Oh... The armory this time around was very generous. We had a bolt-action rifle, a rifle suppressor, a ton of ammo, an SMG, and a shotgun. These were the most important things at least, as well as a bunch of pistol ammo which was really necessary. This was a great haul, and it was looking like a good start to the world. And I no longer have to risk my life or my legs being burned to a crisp just to take on a small horde. Alright, we gotta get the fuck out. Overall, it was a very successful day. We managed to get a ton of food, I put it in my freezer, and I have all the guns I need in my car just outside. And we will call that a successful day there. Let's get up about 10:30 and go find a TV for carpentry. Oh my... Something just burned down. You kidding me? You're kidding, right? Oh, it all burned. Like, everything just... All the grass is burned. Okay. Wait a minute. I need a minute. That's not good. It is not good. The most interesting thing to do in Zomboid. TV takes priority, bros. We gotta go. We ain't missing carpet. Oh. Fuck. Okay. To the next one. Turn on. Life and nothing. Yeah, we got it. Whew. The start of my day was pretty mundane, besides my entire house burning down at the start of it. Besides that, I chopped some trees, got some carpentry skill from the TV, and then log-walled off the front of my house. I can climb over these fences and such, but the zombies can't. I think that's very important, and it will save my house in future, events. Right, well, we got a fucking rifle, boys. Let's see what we can put on it. Fucking laser sight, got a suppressor, there's the extended for the 995. Fuck yeah. This was shaping out to be one of the best runs I've had on these mutant worlds. I had a bolt-action rifle with a ton of ammo, with a red dot sight, a laser sight, a suppressor, and a foregrip, as well as a backup pistol with a 30-round capacity. That looks like something out of Tarkov. Future Fishy here. So we were at the gun stage right here, and a bunch of my files have been corrupted. As you can see here, I'm playing it, but there's no audio for the entire thing. It is entirely frozen, and everything we needed, like this is... It's currently in like 3 FPS, so I'm gonna quickly go through what happened. I went to the factories, to the mechanics, and we got some hella fresh gear, a large backpack, a tomahawk, and I believe I searched the entire garage area around here. I don't even know what's happening, but I know I I searched the factories. Oh, I just hit my mic. I know I searched the factories. I had to do it on day 4 instead, because I was overwhelmed by a bunch of fire zombies, and I believe an alarm went off once again. Just my luck. I'm actually realizing right now that this clip is like nearly 10 minutes long. My G-force is set to clip for 2 minutes. I don't even know how... Well, I watched carpentry, I can see that. Like, there's no effects here. Opacity, like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think everything from, like, the 23rd of March is just completely corrupt. The clips after a certain while on the 23rd seem to have fixed themselves, so I'll quickly guide you on what happened. I looted a bunch of factories, just barely managed to loot them as they got set on fire, watched a carpentry show, and began a farm in my base. I'm gonna let Past Fishy take you on an adventure now. See you soon. After a day of probably a lot of things that I can't quite decipher, I ended the day, completely exhausted, by starting up a farm of watermelon, cabbages, potatoes, and tomatoes. Shortly after, I finished the day as well. Day 5 begun rather peacefully, with me simply watching the cooking show. Shortly after, I went to go water the rest of my plants because last night it was simply too dark to see anything. This takes the longest time to do. Oh, woodcraft, just in time for fucking carpentry as well. I need to go get those books. I need to bring a lot more ammo for that though. To the bookstore. This is where I fucking die. Upon arriving at the bookstore, however, I was met with an unfamiliar challenge. I can't rush in and I can't get out, and I have to make sure that the burning zombies don't get too close to the library, otherwise this is all for nothing. Oof. Oof. Ooh. This shit's on fire. Hurry up. Tailoring, I need that shit real bad. Ooh, fuck, this ain't good. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, oh, fuck. Oh, okay. I had a bit more safety now that the fire decided it didn't really want to burn anything and faded out of existence. I was free to loot the store properly. Yeah, these are all good. I like all of these. Just gonna grab whatever I can. The extinguisher, I'll need that. Some things I needed at least. Quite a successful haul, a bunch of tailoring books, foraging, carpentry, and a bunch of other things. A few missing pieces, but I'm hoping we can find them later. Ooh, God. And then I want to get the last farm, I believe. Oh, fuck off. No. Don't fuck me. Okay, well that makes things very awkward. Wait, there's so many. Everything here's just gonna burn down then. Unfortunately, an exploding zombie is setting fire to the entirety of the farm. There wasn't much I could do for it, and there was too many zombies surrounding me for me to simply get out and get the vegetables. So I just had to be careful not to damage my car anymore. The exploding zombies actually deal a lot of damage to the tires and wheels of the car, and if I break down now, I'm surely going to perish. That's so annoying. It's exploding on me! I spent a fair bit of the night doing this and invested quite a bit of resources into clearing the farm, but the food was important. I needed enough to last a month. Ooh. I got very lucky that these plants didn't absolutely get shredded. Now I got even more food to last a little while. 71 cabbages. Fortunately, I had a ton of cabbages available here. The potatoes were sadly destroyed in this process, and some of the radishes were, but there was plenty of food, so this was mostly successful. I can't see a fucking thing. Ooh. Well, can't use those radishes. Fucking hell. Oh my god, okay, right. Fuck it. We're leaving. What the fuck are y'all doing on the fucking road? Piss off. I think that's it. And I'm actually freezing. Fuck. Get inside. Whew. Just in time. I stored all the food that I obtained today in the fridge and freezer. And then I called it a night. Early in the morning, after the cooking show, I began to take the things from my car boot and arrange them in my house. And by arrange them, I mean put them on the floor because I don't want to risk them getting caught in a fire. And yes, if I put them in the closet here, and the closet gets set on fire, I lose the books. But if the floor that they're on gets set on fire, it doesn't get on fire. I don't... Zomboid, ladies and gents. After reading the necessary books to increase the amount of XP I gain, I watched the carpentry show, of course, and finally reached level 4 carpentry, meaning I could now make water collectors. This of course requires garbage bags, and you're only allowed to use garbage bags, don't ask me why. There's probably a mod for that. I decided to look around the trailer park. In trash piles and in the trailers themselves, I was going to need at least 12 garbage bags. I already had some on me, but I needed a few more. Knowing me, however, it wouldn't be a loot run without this happening. So once again, I had to relocate and search other areas. How joyous. Oh, there's a generator here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna mark that. Oh shit, even more fucking books. I don't even know which ones the inside need, but I'm grabbing most of them. Tailoring level 1 is especially useful. I was going through my clips. Why do I talk like that sometimes? Like, it just, all I could think of was this video.
I do some straight guys get so bloody pressed when a gay guy hits on them.
Holy shit, everything's on fire. What's this? A 45? I think I actually have a crate of 45 back at the base. Oh my. After a rather successful day, it was time to head home. There's a helicopter I'm hearing. This does not bode well. After a small PTSD-inflicted moment came to pass, with a helicopter going over my base, if you know, you know, I headed to bed. Today, my priority was getting a generator to my base, so that I didn't have to worry about it later. Fortunately, the generator we found earlier was nearby, so I went to go get it. On the way, however, I looted the houses that I had not touched yet. Fuck off. I don't know if I already searched this or not. No, I did not. I definitely didn't. Oh fuck me, I definitely didn't. And now, for a trip down memory lane. This house being burned down is a very bitter taste in my mouth. I wonder why that is. Getting real sick of these fucking burning zombies, man. This makes me feel like I'm on a time limit to fucking loot the houses. Okay, yeah, that is Alright, the fire's gone. Okay. Thanks for making me shit myself or nothing. Surprisingly, the houses I was looting actually had some stuff I needed. Nutritionist, nice. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh. That was a little too close for comfort. Oh my fucking god. Oh. Whatever the fuck was in there, I'm not getting. I actually spent so much time looting houses that I forgot my main objective for the day. But a good thing is, I did get enough garbage bags to start making the water collectors, which is equally as important. 3 barrels. Done. I'll do it for today. The next day I had a specific goal in mind. I wanted to find the rest of the carpentry books. I needed to level it up in order to build stairs, which was going to be really necessary, especially considering I want to lock off the front gate of my base. So I went hunting around housing areas, hoping that the bookshelves would contain something for me. These fuckers are still coming. Right now it was hard to balance everything, but the population peak at 28 days was set to 4.0, the max amount, and that alone is a challenge by itself. I don't think it would be possible to be here past about day 25, so I wanted this done now rather than later. Very fortunately, I found Carpentry 3 pretty quickly, so I wasn't needed here for very long. Oh fuck yeah, Carpentry 3. We got what we came for. I'm happy with that. Even now, on day 8, there was still quite a problematic amount of zombies. If they weren't mutated variants, it wouldn't be a problem. But for every 1 zombie you see here, is the equivalent of about 5 in a regular mode. This is a boarded up house, actually. Let's give this a look. Complete trap. Wow. Okay, that is a good start. Okay. That is good. Oh, fuck. That is good. That is very good. Holy shit, that's even better. For some obscure reason, they had an entire armory worth of melee weapons here. Machetes and longswords, in general, are the most powerful melee weapons, so I won't complain. After returning home and reading the carpentry books, I set out on an adventure to beat the shit out of all the furniture to get level 6. It's level 5 carpentry. It's level 6 that I need for the things that I want. But we got pretty far into leveling carpentry. However, I was at an extreme level of boredom, meaning that my character wouldn't perform any more actions. It was also pitch black, so we had to call it a day. I watered some of my plants, and then woke up the next morning to do the same. This is probably my least favorite part of leveling shit. Why do you have your XP multiplier so high on the early days? I wonder why. Simultaneously, while leveling carpentry, I was also leveling foraging, and whilst doing this as well, I went to go check on some traps that I placed earlier. I think we have some things here. Do we got fresh meat? We do. We got a fucking couple of rabbits here, bro. Dude, we got a lot of fucking things. I didn't think we were going to be this successful this quickly. That's insane. I've never got 3 rabbits from traps before. Well, hell yeah, dude. Trapping went right up as well. Due to my newly acquired food, I was going to require a second fridge. Okay. If I'm taking this fridge, I think the most important thing I need to do now is I need to get gas for the generator, because, yeah, I think I just need to go and find some, like, fill up on fuel. Check the gas stations out, see if I can get some shit, while I have the ammo as well. Carpentry can wait, I have plenty of time to level it, and I'm almost fucking level 7 anyway, 6 even. Unfortunately, as I said this, I realized my character was actually pretty fucked up and very tired, so to go out right now, it would be very dangerous. I actually can't do it today, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and I'll continue leveling carpentry for now, while I can. Missing my fucking hammer. It's kind of insane, because, like, I'm walking down this path, but there's absolutely no zombies. It's kind of eerie. And late into the night, I worked. Oh my god, this is fucking killing me. And due to it being freezing, dark as hell, and me being tired as hell, I slept in some stranger's house. I'll just sleep here for tonight, I guess. Day 10 was quite interesting. I immediately woke up and started beating the shit out of the furniture, like they were some sort of sleep paralysis demon.
Thank fucking god. I'm too ill to be walking around like this, bro.
With my carpentry skill now being 6, it allowed me to do the things I wanted to do.
Do that. Wonderful. And now... Hell yeah. Oh god, that was a lot of effort for something so scuffed. Right, finally I can go and get my lovely gas cans and fill up and shit, so... It's the first zombie I've seen in like 3 days, maybe 4. There's a lot of them. I need to be careful. Oh my god, that still to this day makes me shit myself.
After investing some of my ammunition to clear out the gas station, I was able to fill up my car, and then filled some empty bottles with some gasoline as well. There was no gas tank here unfortunately, so I was going to have to keep an eye out for that, but at least I had some in reserve if I needed it.
Alright, let's head to the black buildings. Storage units usually have a decent amount of gas, so... Not gas, fucking gas cans, sorry.
Unfortunately, on the way, the road was blocked off, and I also spotted some hefty military-looking car, and I just had to check it out.
What the fuck? I'm gonna save some ammo here. Oh. I got a key for it. Is there even a boot for this? I think there is. It says there's a trunk, but what the fuck the trunk is. I don't have access to it here. Waste of time. Another generator. Maybe I can chuck this in the boot. Why is there no fire starting? Oh, fuck. Okay. In the cart. I think that was close. I chucked this in the boot. Please. Thank you. Whew.
With the area being generally quiet, and having killed the few that were actually here, I began to loot the garages in peace.
Bashing doors down, I guess. Another generator. I really don't need more than 2 right now. I think as soon as I leave this place, it's probably gonna burn down, so if I need them, I probably should grab them. Another generator. Another generator. Not bad. Wasn't expecting to find weapons, but I'll certainly not complain. Oh, hallelujah. That is a good start. It wasn't the best, but we did get things that we needed. I might grab those empty bottles as well. I'm gonna try and get as much fuel as we can. I fear the gas station may burn down, and I'm going to need fuel for another 90 days. The day's young. Let's keep loading.
I still had a few hours of daylight left. I headed down to other industrial areas. I only had 10 days until the world got progressively harder again, so I decided to make use of the next 10 days as much as I could. I really don't want to be out past day 40.
Okay, you just open a fucking gate. I think that scares me more than anything is the fuckers that open doors.
Unfortunately though, most of it was useless. After looting the entire compound, it was time to head back.
No, it was worth the checking.
I made one last trip to the gas station to fill up my newly found gas tank in bottles, and then slept for the night.
Okay. Today we begin the long road to Rosewood. Please G-Force be working.
I began the long voyage to Rosewood. I wanted to see what other options I had in terms of weaponry. I was uncertain how much I was going to need, as well as the fact that there was bookstores there. I was going to attempt to try and loot as many books as possible, for tailoring, for foraging, and everything else. Before I continued, however, I wanted to check the cars around the congestion to see if they had anything that could hold fuel, whether that's fuel tanks or empty bottles.
This is a military vehicle. I'm gonna be very surprised if there's... Oh.
However, on this adventure to Rosewood, I had lost one of my wheels due to the exploding zombies. I'm not sure how the car was operating, but apparently it was still good to go. However, Rosewood was completely swarmed. My car was taking a beating, and I was investing a lot of ammo in attempting to take the police station. Pull up on Oblak. This is how it feels to be a Twitch streamer in 2024. What in the fuck? Why is there so many? If the car stalls right now, I'm probably just dead. Eventually, I was able to take out the sprinters that were chasing my car, and now I just had to deal with the slow horde. Right. Where you fucker? Oh, fuck no. Okay, why did you explode like that? Oh, fuck. I hope cars don't take damage, bro. Oh. After several hours of traveling, and even more hours killing zombies, I was able to make it into the fire department, and I decided to call it a day there. I was already too tired, and it was way too dark to want to risk going out right now. Okay. Good night. Hey, I see you've made it 40 minutes into the video. I can only assume that means you're enjoying it. If you are, I would sincerely appreciate a like or a subscription, and share it with your friends. And if you're feeling generous enough, you can support me on Patreon, so I can continue to upload videos like this. But don't feel obligated. The most supportive thing you can do for me is simply being there. And make sure to hop in my Discord as well, where we play games with each other, and do cool things on stream, and you can even be a part of some of the videos we make. Also make sure to check out my other channels, as well as my Twitch. It helps me out greatly. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Oh. Fuck. Oof. First thing in the morning, I went outside to see that the fire station I slept in had been severely damaged by fire. How ironic. I then hopped in the car, and dragged it over to the police station so I could begin looting it. Wait, what the fuck? I've never seen a hole in, like, a concrete wall like that. Making my way into the police station, I got a lot more than I was anticipating. Okay, these are good, but I need the oil filled. Oh. 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 These are good. I'm quite happy about it if you can't tell. There's a fire. There's a fire. Okay, gonna have to cut this short here. And grab what I can, like, fast. The first thing I did though was change from a bolt-action rifle shooting 223 into a 308 semi-automatic rifle. This is going to make my life a lot easier. Using my now 3-wheeled car, I began to look around for places to loot books. There was still a few more I needed, and there was no more locations in Maldra for me to search, so I used my time in Rosewood wisely. Yeah, this makes my life a lot easier than fucking bolt-action rifling these fuckers. Unfortunately for me, the good luck was about to stop. Oh, you're exploding. You're so exploding. Shit. Oh, no. Fuck. That makes my life a lot worse. Wait, there's so many crawlers. There was a lot of zombies running around in location, and I was cut off from my ammo supply, and I was completely dry on my rifle ammo, so I had to play this really carefully. You shouldn't explode. What the fuck? You a tanky bitch. Fuck me. Yeah. Shit. Fuck this. Yeah, that was close. Oh. No, I'm done. I'm done. Fuck the books. That burn on my fucking groin just fucked me for the entire fucking thing here. I'll come back if I need to, but I just need to get out. With me being completely debilitated, my car on its last legs, I made the tactical decision to retreat. I will come back, but it is way too risky to be moving along Rosewood, with that amount of zombies, with no rifle ammo currently equipped, and being completely unable to move. I'm surprised this car's lasted as long as it has. It's still on green engine too. Eventually I arrived home, and prepared for at least a couple of days spent behind my lovely walls. Wait, so this is the pistol I got, that was... And then I also have a fucking drum mag. That is a 45 with a drum mag. That is 40 bullets of unparalleled hell. I fuck with it. With it being late and my dude being a complete mess, I just decided to go to bed.
Yeah. Time to sleep.
In the morning of day 13, I began ripping up clothing so that I could begin leveling tailoring.
It's missing. I need a W4060 tire.
Unfortunately, the car I'm using is a mod, meaning that I can't just use any wheel to replace the missing one. I'm going to require a very specific thing. So things were looking bleak, and it was looking like I would have to replace this car, which is a shame, because it had a lot of room within it. As for my journey to go and rip up clothing for threads and materials, it was not going well. I went to a local clothing store, and was immediately jumped by about 4 different burning zombies, meaning all the things within it were just going to disappear. No rest for Fishy, it would seem.
Don't need soy kids. That really burned down quick.
And I was met with some very bad memories as I was on the main road ripping up clothing.
Kinda hard to check it out, I guess.
Taking my missing wheel of a car onto this dangerous journey was beginning to worry me.
You're gonna explode, aren't you? Yeah.
A few moments later, after killing the zombies surrounding me, I went to go loot the package. Usually, these first care packages contain MREs, emergency water rations, first aid kits, masks and gloves, and flashlights. Some basic stuff, but I will never say no to free stuff. Then my journey continued. I refueled my car and continued killing zombies, so that I may rip up their clothing.
Here's a real question for you. Like a real talk. Would you, if you were a passenger in a car, right? Would you rather be a passenger of a guy who's like high as fuck, like he ripped like fat bong rips, right? Or would you rather be behind the wheel of a guy who's like shit-faced drunk? These are the real questions.
And that led us into day 14. Day 14 arrived, and with it came a reminder of a very valuable life lesson.
Fishy has a plan. Okay.
And then began the process of actually leveling tailoring. I continued to level it until I got to the levels that I no longer had a book for the XP multiplier, at which point I just kind of stopped because it would take several days to finish this, and I would rather spend my time searching for the book and doing other things than to just sit there pointlessly. So I went out looking for the book, although I didn't have a lot of hope.
Well, I'd imagine a lot of the things here have already burned down, but it's probably worth checking anyway.
I spent the entire day looking for it and found nothing. Nothing of interest at all. Today was a wasted day. Early the next morning, I had a little visitor.
I'm really hoping that didn't attract anything from too far, because that was an event.
After making sure no zombies came to flood my house, I went back to hitting trees. I decided since fire was basically going to burn down my walls, I may as well put as many layers to it as possible.
And lovely.
I'm doing this because it's not a case of will the zombies get in, it's when. And I need to buy myself as much time as possible, because the later hordes are going to be huge, and I will not be able to kill them. My base will be overwhelmed. It's just a case of buying enough time to make sure that I'm able to get out. In my downtime, however, I continued to level foraging. It was too dangerous to go too far with a major limp. So I just decided to stick around my base and level what I could. In the off chance that my food supplies are burned down, or I lose my base, having a high level foraging, meaning that I get to farm wherever I am, may be one of the most useful skills to learn in a world like this. I had all the foraging books except the final one, so leveling it early was actually pretty easy.
Yeah, that's quick. I'm pretty sure I just get level 2 off of this. Yeah, I just... Okay, well, time to go read another book, I guess.
I proceeded to do this for a pretty damn long time. Even into day 16, I was still continuing to do this. At this point, I had level 4 foraging, and then I noticed something really peculiar.
Why is the power still on, actually? I'm just realizing, yeah, it's day 16 and the power's still on. Normally it dies exactly on day 14, I'm getting kind of lucky.
Unfortunately, as I was leveling foraging, something expected happened, as it always happens to me.
Wait. No. No, that isn't fair.
Now, normally I could just run away, but one, I had a limp, and two, we were halfway to the peak population, so I had no idea what to expect here. I just got out of there as soon as I could. Yeah, I think I killed most of the zombies in the area anyway, so it should be fine. It is some bullshit though. With a great discomfort looming over me due to the alarm being played just one house down from me, I stuck around the base for a little while, and I tended to the crops. I'm gonna a really high level of farming. I gained a ton of cabbage, and I leveled my farming. I won't complain. I got 110 cabbages. I don't know why I made so many, but, well, why not, right? On day 17, my limp began to heal. I was finally capable of running. It still wasn't quite there though, but soon enough I could continue my regular activities without risking death. There's a camp here. Interesting. Don't fucking destroy the tent, you weirdo. I must say though, going around foraging and eating the berries I'm finding, just chilling, it made for a lovely change of pace. I wasn't having anxiety attacks all the time. I have a distinct feeling this entire forest is about to burn down. I'm not sure why, just a feeling. Just a hunch, I think. Rose hips. Oh, I got level 6. Time to head back. And I believe I have the next foraging book as well. It's level 5 I'm lacking. I don't know if I'll need level 10 foraging, but I mean, at least level 8 would be really good to have. As I was continuing my little foraging adventure, I found a zombie with a bloody awesome weapon. Wait, what the fuck? Damn. Let's check this sword out. Ooh, I like that. Nothing's around here, so we should be fine. I'll stick around for a little bit, but I think we should be fine. Right, let's go find ourselves a new car. I made my way to the main street. I wanted a new car since my current one was basically unrepairable, and I looted some garbage bags and such along the way. It was intimidating being out here, because I saw a lot of fire, which usually indicates a lot of zombies. I did have my wits about me. Fortunately, this journey was actually pretty decent. I found a taxi that was in near perfect condition, and even had a lot of fuel in it. I could use this to go back to Rosewood. There's a full condition car just chilling here. Locked though. Can't be helped. A car is a car. I guess I don't really even have to stop for anything, I just go straight to Rosewood now. Much like a lot of my other videos. Convenient. Just in case I decided to fill up on gas anyway. You can never have enough of it. I returned to Rosewood to finish off what I started. I needed level 4 tailoring. With it, I could repair my clothing, and even pad it more so that bites and scratches won't get through so easily. Kill the fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, I don't want these fuckers exploding next to the bookstore. That's for fucking certain. Fuck this, I'm pulling out the fucking party 5. After an hour of in-game time, and a whole lot of bullets later, I finally got to enter the bookstore. Foraging 5 and tailoring books is what we need. Any high-end metal books as well. But I can't lie, it's looking kind of bleak. Tailoring 4! Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's like the one essential thing you really needed. I was very happy. I got the most essential thing I needed, the tailoring book. I was hoping to find foraging level 5. I decided to go down Rosewood to the elementary school to see if I could have any chance at finding foraging 5 there. It was unlikely, but I was willing to take any chance I could get. There's one last place we gotta check. Just in case. We're gonna head to the school. I made my way down Rosewood to arrive at the school. I wasn't anticipating, however, the amount of zombies that were surrounding it. We gotta kill all the fire ones before we worry about this then. It's a lot of cunts. May as well go loud here, honestly. Holy shit, I got every fucking zombie in Rosewood. What in the fuck? god. Ooh. Wow. I'm like, this is kind of scary. This is very scary, and I really hope my car doesn't break down. I was outside of this school for hours, and I had invested over 300 pistol bullets and over 100 rifle rounds, and they just kept coming. Good thing I brought the extra 9mm, actually. I didn't anticipate killing so many things in one night, but here we are. We still have a lot to go. Be surprised if I get anything out of this school tonight. There's still more. Like, there's still so many. After 3 hours of shooting, I was finally able to leave the car without being attacked. The school had taken some damage as well, so I was praying that it didn't get to the lockers, because those contain books. It's looking bleak. I should make this quick. I desperately searched all the lockers. I found books, but unfortunately, none of which I really needed. Specifically not Foraging 5, which I was desperate for, but I would have to go without it. Metalworking 4 is good. I don't think I'm ever going to need it, but if I ever go past day 100, it might be useful to look into. This was a waste of my time, I think. And bullets. After this absolute failure of a night, I moved over to one of the houses in Rosewood to spend the night in. I still had to clear more zombies though, as they clearly wandered over here from all the sounds that were happening. I was tired and it was dark, so I had to be careful. Fuck, okay, this might have been a mistake. Hold on. Oof. It's a lot of fire. Fuck. Whew. None of my last rounds here. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay. These are my last 3 bullets, I gotta use them wisely. The house closest to me was burning down, so I had to clear the other houses out from zombies. I was praying I didn't pass out by the time I was done. It's... Alright. All I'll say is, I'm very glad I cleared most of the zombies out here, otherwise I don't know what the hell would have happened. I wasted no time in getting in the car, and I just decided to head home. It was safer and a lot less stressful. I was just praying I wouldn't pass out by the time I got home. Shit. That was my fault. Fuck. That was my fault. I should have slowed down. I'm in a panic. I don't want to pass out. Oh, fuck it. I'm close to home. This area's been cleared out 7,000 times. Really nothing will come kill me here, right? A tragic car accident, and a small nap later, I arrived home. It was an eventful night, and unfortunately, I lost my car. But at least, I got the tailoring book I needed, so it wasn't a complete disaster. Tailoring 4. What all of this was for. Might as well read aiming level 4 as well. I can't even really do anything this day, and I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule, so I'm just going to sleep my pain away. So every 20 days in these kind of mutant worlds, I usually make it more difficult. Sometimes I would increase the population, or I would disable multi-hit if that was enabled, or I would make more sprinters appear. I decided that this was a much cooler idea, so let me know what you think of it. And I call it the Wheel of Fortune. Mostly filled with negative stuff, and a few positives just to make my life a bit easier. We will select a few things from this wheel that will make the world harder. So, we're going to find out what day 20 has in store for us. Along with the XP multiplier going from 3 to 2, I'm also going to do 2 spins of this wheel. Some things are beneficial, and some things are really, really not. It can be even a horde of 200 zombies that spawn in. I'm going to do it 2 times, and whatever I get, I will add. Okay. So the zombies will now hear me from further away. That's what that means. And finally... Oh, fucking hell, that was close. So we'll go for about a week-long
blizzard. I look forward to that. I'm not entirely sure why the power hasn't went out. I might have to look into that, because I've never had the power last this long. I think I might have messed up in the settings or something, because the water's not out either. And normally water goes out on like the 9th day for me or something, so yeah, I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. I think I'm just a fucking idiot. Most of this day in general, though, was pretty tame. Yeah, I think we'll call it quits on day 20, because I'm just too tired. Early the next morning, I went out to go get more materials for my tailoring journey. And it only took a couple of hours until my dude was absolutely miserable. After 10 hours of farming, I was finally able to go back home and continue what I was doing. Aren't you glad you can see this epic gameplay up close? Upon finally reaching level 10 tailoring, I was finally able to make my clothing practically a god tier armor. I was invulnerable to the zombies' attacks, at least for a little while. And after smoking too much green, I had to go to bed, making day 21 a pretty, well, uneventful day. Day 22 began with me attending to the crops once again, and then I went on to level my foraging. I figured holding down one location may be bordering impossible in a world like this, especially with increasing populations, so if I can find food wherever I am, it might actually save my life more than once. I actually had the first 4 books for foraging, meaning that leveling this was actually pretty easy, and I got to level 8 surprisingly quickly. Sleeping tablets? There's a lot of XP I just got from that. Damn. Okay, that's just me level 8 now. That's like, that's just it. There's a lot of XP. I wanted to repair my base. Unfortunately, I have to get rid of the debris that has been left over from the fires. This involves me going out of my way to find a sledgehammer. So to get to the warehouses, I was going to have to find a working car. So that was my priority for today. I'm not letting these fuckers get close to me. With no car, this means I had to go by foot, so I had to sacrifice some ammo and potentially risk my life. Something I really wanted to avoid doing. That's a super sprinter, holy shit. It'd be wise to just try and avoid them if I can. Gas tank's good, but that engine's rough. I think this is my best bet. I think I just go with this. I fill it up, and I do what I can with it. Later on, after finding a car that wasn't on death's door, I think I'm just gonna start saving ammo. I can just swing my fucking thing here. I don't want to attract too many. If the zombie hearing is like dramatically increased, I don't want to attract any more attention than I already will, so I'm just gonna compensate by swinging my fucking shit here. And it is one-clicking kind of magically, actually. Not gonna lie. After over nearly an hour in-game, I was still killing zombies. Wait, there's still more. I think I've killed at least like 50 since I got here. Oh, it's hard to tell with all the fucking burned corpses. I think we're done. I think... Oh, no. Still more coming. They're in the woods. After slaughtering an entire town worth of zombies, I managed to make it into the warehouse, and I could begin searching for what I needed. Take any of the axes I can get, I suppose. Carabiner clip. A regular axe. Nails are good. However, I had to make it a quick trip, as the place was about to start burning down. Like, really close. Okay. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. I see it. I see it. Gimme. 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 Oh, it's on fire. Fuck. I got it. I got what I needed. I got what I came for. That was so fucking close. Oh. Oh, there's... Wait, a chainsaw. I need that. I want that. Give me a chainsaw. Oh, close. Ooh. After multiple close calls and a great haul, it was time to head back. I don't need to... I can go into this. Oh, fuck. There's still more coming. That's definitely gonna go on fire now. Shit. I lose my fucking guard for 1 second, and I nearly lose my life. The wheel of misfortune has sadly blinded me. Not only is the blizzard making it impossible for me to hear, the zombies can hear me coming from miles away. So all I have left to use is my eyes, which even they are being blinded by the fog. I began to loot what was left of this location, mostly involving welding rods and metal sheets, which would come in use at some point, I'd imagine. Oh, for God's sake. Eventually I arrived home,
And day 22 turned out to be quite an adventurous day, and we got a lot done. On day 23, it was time to put on my construction hat, which I... wait... and I had to get rid of all of my broken walls so that I may replace them. It's not going to do much when the zombies arrive, but it may buy me a few precious seconds.
I know this is probably going to do nothing in the long run, but, I mean, it looks nicer, right? And that's what we go for, right? Okay, how do I destroy that without destroying the... Ah, there we go. It's R. See, I'm learning things. I'm learning things, guys. You press R to cycle through the thing you want to destroy. Isn't that cool?
After several hours of cutting down trees, and building up the base again, it was nearing completion.
If I ever need to escape, I have multiple places to go. I can see through it. I still have the fences there. Yep. I think that's a good idea. I mean, ultimately, this place is not going to last long anyway. This is like the last line of defense. It's wood, and the world's filled with fire. If this place gets overrun, this is only to provide me, like, an extra, like, 15 seconds at best. So...
23 days later, this place was turning out to be quite a nice place to live.
Oh, I think that's the water finally out. Yep, the water is out. That's really strange. I don't know why the water is taking so long to actually, like, stop there.
And for the rest of the day, I kind of attended to my crops and stuck around my base. It was a pretty tame day.
I think what I want to do is I'll fill up this generator with the fuel that I have. I'll drop that generator off at the gas station in case I ever need to refuel.
It's taken some time, but the final measurements are in place, and it was looking like a decent chance at surviving.
There we go. In the off chance I need to ever come back, that'll be good to have.
Oh, fuck me!
I shouldn't be trusted behind the wheel. Maybe Sunday driver is something I should fucking invest in. It's a free point and I'd kill myself less. These are my last two clips, I think. Man. I think I need to look around mechanics next. I need silencers for these pistols. Because I can't put a silencer on a shotgun, unfortunately.
Due to my raw stupidity, I am absolutely destroying the cars that I have. So I figured it would be wise to level up my mechanics a bit more, just in the off chance I needed to repair my car, because, well, with how I'm driving, it might be needed.
Going to begin training mechanics now.
I quite literally spent the entirety of day 24 doing this, and I got pretty far into mechanics, ending the day at just a bit over level 5 mechanics. And I even continued to do it into mid-day 25, ending it with level 6 mechanics.
I don't think I'll need a level 10 mechanics, so I think once we get it to level 8, that should be more than enough. I don't even know what high level mechanics really does. I never really needed it that high.
Then, for some obscure reason, I planted coffee plants. These take so long to actually get though that I don't even know if I'm going to get them by day 100. But you know, funny. Ending off the day, I switched back to my old bolt-action rifle. I was low on 308 ammo, and I didn't want to run out in the middle of a horde. Better safe than sorry.
I got no ammo for this, so I think it's time to swap to something else. I don't know what I want to take, but I should probably take something that isn't capable of using the suppressor. And the only thing that is capable of it is this. Guess we welcome back the bolting.
After a few uneventful days, I simply spent them at my base. I built up the surrounding structures, attended to my farm, which was growing in quite nicely, and finally, the painful blizzard that was set due to the Wheel of Fortune had finally faded, so I could finally hear and see again.
Yeah, it's just my own little piece of paradise right now. I'm growing my food. Don't really need to go and get any high-calorie foods anytime soon either. I even have watermelon prepared here as well. Not really a whole lot for me to do right now.
Later on, my bloodlust trait was acting up and making me incredibly depressed, so I had to go find something to kill in my, yet again, 3-wheeler car. The explosive zombies are absolutely shredding them.
What the fuck do you have in your... What the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of you guys here. It's a good thing I got back in the car. What the Yeah, the hearing really is fucking insane.
And once again, on day 28, I continued to build up the base, just out of sheer paranoia that anything like the previous worlds I have played would not happen again. As a matter of fact, if anything like that did happen, I would immediately perish, and my base would be leveled to the ground. This is an interesting defense, but I think it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. It's kind of defying physics, but what do I know, I'm just a fish. Later on, our harvests were a little too bountiful. I guess holding on to a couple of them would be a good idea. How many seeds did I get me? 48. Okay. So, I just got 16 watermelons. That is a 48 stack encumbrance. I may have overestimated how much watermelons I need. I guess I can put them in the fridge, but how fucking good is it gonna do me? Gee, they're so heavy. I think the rest of these can just go in the composter, because I just can't really do anything with it. They're really good for calories, though. And thirst. But at least I got the seeds back. And it wasn't the only thing that was ready to be harvested. Seed bearing. Oh god. Oh god. I've been enough more than I can chew. The thing about seed-bearing tomatoes, at the very least, is that they're low-calorie foods, which I need. Yay for me. Day 29 brought us a great trait. The potatoes are ready now as well. Man, I got no room for this shit. Oh. That's not your Discord door, but it. I got Fast Learner. Increases XP gains. Oh. Dynamic trait's getting busted right now, I can't lie. And my farming is... goddamn. For those of you who are ignorant on what dynamic traits does, is that your character is always susceptible to changing. Having a high strength, for example, means that your character will also, by nature, have high thirst and high hunger. Someone who is trying to become very muscular in reality, it requires a good diet. And if you had low strength, it would mean you would have a low hunger and low thirst rate. And the same goes for athletics. If you're incredibly fit, you have a better tolerance to illness. This is probably excessive, but you can never be too safe. I'm just paranoid of the fire. I feel like when the day comes, when, you know, I inevitably get overwhelmed, I just feel like I'm going to get my shit pushed in by a bunch of zombies that are on fire. And this is the phase of my playthroughs where it's kind of just sitting around waiting for things to happen, begging to God that they're going to be merciful on me. You know what, this is a pretty ideal life for a person in a zombie apocalypse to just be kind of sleeping and eating food. It's kind of what I do in real life anyway, so this is just kind of my life in real life. I eat, I sleep. Maybe if you're lucky I'll make a YouTube video. After several days of a finally chilled experience, my orange trees were finally growing. Enough so that I could harvest them. Well, it's in its final growing phase. So it gives you oranges, I'm assuming, but... oh. I thought it would have given me like 100 trees, 100 oranges, but... all these days have went by without really anything happening. I think this base location is actually going to benefit me a lot more than I thought I would. Well, it's time. Day 40 means it's time for the wheel again. Let's see what we get. Okay. So the zombie's health is going to be doubled. And... the XP multiplier is actually just meaning that it's not going to go down, so it will maintain on 2x. This is one of the few benefits on the wheel, as opposed to something that is completely awful. Shit. Okay, so those are the three we're going for. A health increase, a ward of 200, is going to flood my base, and the XP will stay on 2 times, as well as the horde increasing, the general population increasing by 0.5. So for those of you who don't know, that means the zombie multiplier, the general one, is going from 0.7 to 1.2. Okay, so according to this, the zombie strength and toughness is already at its max. So we're just going to respin the wheel. Okay. So what that means is, for the next 20 days, until day 60, it's going to be a permanent storm. We have our work cut out for us. I reloaded my game and prepared myself for an absolute slaughter. A 20-day storm and 200 zombies just below my base were waiting for me. I was anxious to see what was going to happen, but I couldn't imagine anything good.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, fuck no.
As I anticipated, the burning zombies went right through the defenses. It was like they weren't even there.
I can't see them from here. I need to get a different angle. Shit, it's in the fucking base. Get over. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god, yeah, it never ends.
For a solid in-game hour I had spent running around praying to God I didn't slip up. One mistake and it was over.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh. To the building. Oh. Shit.
The situation was looking dire. There was no place I could really go for safety. With my current limp, I couldn't simply just run into the forest and lose them. They would get on top of me way too easily. It was looking bleak, and my only option was to just go north, and praying to God that there isn't more there than there is here. I used the open walls and burned down houses and fences to slow the zombies down in an attempt to get away. Right now, I just had to focus on getting out. The hell with the base and everything else. I just had to manage my stamina and pray to God I could make it long enough to an area that was empty. Reaching exhaustion with this many zombies around me, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it. After about 4 hours worth of chasing, I was finally able to get into a bathroom and huddle myself into a corner to heal my injuries. I was absolutely terrified to even move. I even lost my main rifle with a silencer as well. I was relying on pistols, but each time I shot them, another 50 zombies would show up, so it was pointless to use them.
I think it might be a good idea to never spawn in 200 zombies again. I may have overestimated how much I can chew.
I prepared to take back my base. I ate some of the food that I had currently on me, and I made my way.
Okay, that's weird, but I guess I should probably start moving. Fuck me. Shit seems all too familiar at this rate. Fuck. Nope.
With all the injuries I sustained, there was too many holes in my clothing, so being outside for more than 5 minutes would basically result in hypothermia. So I basically had to go from building to building. It was a very slow process getting home.
Yeah, I need to just sit for a bit, because this is so fucking cold. Oh, it's a good thing I had as much protection as I did. I didn't got fucking slaughtered back there.
As for most of the day, I actually just slowly made my way through, killing the zombies one by one, not only to remain safe, but I needed to clear the area anyway.
And I can't hit them fast enough. Fuck me. Oh.
With as many injuries as I currently have, I had to stick around the fences. Any more than 2 zombies sprinting at me essentially means death, so I would constantly be jumping over fences in order to kill them.
The zombie hearing wasn't so fucking insane. I think I'd actually be able to make it back in relative safety, but I just fucking can't.
With how dark and cold it was, I just decided to go into a trailer and sleep the night. There was no point in me making it any more difficult than it already was.
I'm scared.
The next morning, I spent it clearing out the zombies from what was once a peaceful area.
This used to be a nice neighborhood!
And to say it was going well would be a lie. And after a little bit of searching, I was finally able to get my rifle that I dropped in the previous fights. There you are.
The FPS being so low here is scaring the fuck out of me. Everything's still on fire. Bro, that is 5 bullets you just took. That's crazy. Fuck. Yeah, can't fuck around like that too much. I don't like how much lag I'm experiencing here. It's making me think there's like at least 100 in there. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck, don't trip on your ass now. Fuck.
I felt at the time that running wasn't much of an option anymore. My food was dwindling, my ammo was low, I was severely injured, cold, and losing all of my food inside of the base. With this gone, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I needed it back now, and I decided I was going to put up a fight to get it.
I got it. I got it. Can you put something, anything on it?
Once again, it was a failure to retake my house. All that was happening was me investing ammo I no longer really had, and coming out with more injuries.
I actually can't. I've lost my main gun again. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
However, it wasn't all bad. I finally found one of the zombie virus cures, which I needed after the amount of injuries I sustained.
Honestly, 5 rounds is starting to seem like a lot. I don't even know what to do. Like, I feel like I've not even scratched a dent in the zombies that spawned here. And I am fucked up. Please die. Fucking hell. Well,
I even resorted to some desperate measures and started stuffing dry kidney beans down my throat in order to heal.
let me finish eating, motherfucker.
But even then, there was so many things wrong with my dude currently, I just decided to sleep in a random house. I was far too messed up and tired to continue. I'll continue the siege tomorrow. My second day of sieging my own base back began. I was praying to God I wouldn't have to do it for much longer. I was running out of ammo and food. And patience.
These are my last 2 clips, I think. Plus whatever backup 9mm I've got. 70 bullets, roughly. And that's probably enough to kill like 20 of the fuckers. And my main gun I'm out of ammo for as well, here. If this fails, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think my only option is to go grab the car from the gas station. Pray to God I can kill them all. These fuckers really don't want to die, do they? Yeah, I'm not dealing with it. Oh my god, this bitch is fucking invincible! Thank you.
After 2 days, either I killed all the zombies or some of them left, and I was finally able to re-enter. Unfortunately, the place was an absolute mess, but the most important thing, the fridge, had survived. Albeit, most of the food was now rotten inside. It wasn't looking great.
It's kind of depressing. I don't even know what to do now. Everything on the ground is fine, I think. Yeah, it's not all gone, but this really changes things. I don't even know what to do now. If there's a horde, it's not like other worlds. They destroy everything. Yeah, I need to think of a strategy, because this isn't going to work. They trampled on the crops and everything.
Unfortunately, my troubles were far from over. During all this chaos, my generator completely broke, meaning I was without power, and I couldn't even fuel my fridge, so any food that I make would just go off. However, I did have one nearby, at the gas station.
My only choice right now, using this scuffed car, I'm going to have to go get the other generator. If I desire to keep this place, which I do.
The only problem with this plan right now is that the zombie hearing distance is doubled, and the car is very, very loud.
It's only got 2 wheels. Shit. I think I just have to leg it. Ah, fuck. I tried to do a lot more attention than I wanted it to. We're heading to the gas station. There's nothing here for us now. Let's go get that car and get the fuck out of here.
There was an unreal amount of zombies just surrounding the area. We were at peak population, 200 had spawned in an even bigger area around me, zombies were attracted, specifically up to 500 tiles. And with a double hearing distance, all it took was one loud sound and they would constantly flood in. With no real car nearby me anymore due to all of my cars being basically broken, I went to go to the gas station to find a car I left behind, and albeit slightly beaten up, it actually worked and was fueled.
Fuck it. That is unfortunate. Thank God for level 10 fitness. Shit, I shouldn't have enough sprint to get me to this car.
I began to slowly make my way up and killed zombies by using my sword and hitting them when they were outside my window. I continued to do this until my car eventually broke down, and with no success I basically just had to get out of there, nearly losing my life multiple times. I was unable to pick up the generator as well, so my first attempt was very unsuccessful. Not only had I nearly died, but my car was completely busted.
It might just be worth getting out of the city. I'm actually out of options here. Fucking hell.
But eventually luck started to turn my way, and I found a really healthy vehicle, just unfortunately it had no fuel.
It's a good car, it's just got no fuel. What I'm thinking is, I go grab some diesel, or gasoline or whatever you want to call it, and chuck it in this car. I can get out of the city. Let's give it a go. I need to get inside again. I'm freezing to death. Oh, fuck me. Okay then.
In terms of actually getting to the gas station, it was proving impossible. There was far too many, and each time I made my way up, I had to retreat. I was too injured to properly melee them to death.
Do not. I can't kill anything. I legitimately cannot fucking touch anything. These things should not be taking 3 shots each.
At this point, I had spent about 12 hours killing zombies, and I never saw the end of them. Even engaging in melee combat would somehow attract 1 or 2 more, and forget the gunshots. It was almost not worth using at this point.
I don't know. I'm scared. I cannot see either. I'm almost tempted to give up. That's how fucking difficult this is. I'm freezing to death, like I can't move. Maybe I need to rip up some clothing and patch the holes or something. I'm taking too much damage.
Eventually, I was too injured, too tired to continue, and I would just have to try and get back to the gas station tomorrow. So I slept in the ground of a random house. A very pleasant end to a very pleasant day. Hey, I see you've made it 30 minutes into the video. I can only assume that means you're enjoying it. If you are, make sure to support the content. You can do this by simply liking, commenting, or subscribing. And if you're willing to take it a step further, you can check out the Patreon, Twitch, or my second channel. The more support they get, the more I can upload on them. And if you feel like being involved within my community a bit more, join the Discord. It's very active, and for the most part, people are pretty great. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Early on day 43, I made my way back to my base. I needed to restock on ammo and food, and then I had to figure out what the hell I was going to do.
I don't know what to do. Shit.
Later I decided I was going to try and continue to hold up this location. Besides the zombies I spawned in and pinged The area was really quiet, and if I built it up properly it would make a perfect fortress. So using the fuel I had in my other cars, I took it and dragged it to the other car I found earlier. I would use this in order to get to the gas station to clear it out and grab the generator that was currently available. I wasn't trusting any other location. God knows how many zombies were around there. However, the gas station didn't come, of course, without its obstacles. But just don't slow down too much, I should be fine. And so long as they don't get the attack animation off, I believe they shouldn't explode on me. It's gonna take a lot of extra time, but I think this is better than losing my wheels. I think I'm attracting more than it's worth. This was a painfully slow process, and it took me about 10 real-life minutes to actually even get close to clearing it. After about 3 hours of swinging and shooting, I was finally able to drop myself off at the gas station for a brief moment to fill up on gas and grab my generator finally. Fuck. Fuck off. Kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? Where'd you all come from? Fuck you. Let me just go home. I never want to have to deal with this ever again. This was traumatic. After arriving home, I set up the generator, and had to cure myself of the virus, for I had been attacked about 1,000 times. I may as well use this. I got bitten, so... But even then, I had to redo my base whilst being on a lookout for zombies. I still had no idea how many were around. It was also getting increasingly difficult because it was so cold. I couldn't spend very long outside without succumbing to hypothermia. It was so bad I actually just resorted to making a campfire while I rebuilt my base. Well, at least I still have a bed, I guess. Hopefully no one kills me in my sleep. You're making my life hellish right now, now that I actually have access to my stuff again. I need to start patching these because I'm freezing to death every 10 seconds. I think instead of the log walls, because the log walls just seem to not really do anything. What I can do instead is I can put a bunch of fences down throughout the entire thing, and that means instead of them coming to the wall and bashing it down and setting on fire, even if they set the fences on fire, they should end up resulting in something like this, where it's just a permanent state of obstacles for them to get over to get in. And so I began to make my idea come to a reality. I was going to place a bunch of fences instead of log walls. Log walls weren't going to do anything because they would instantly burn down anyway, but if the fences burned down they still maintained, and the zombies would still have to jump over them, thus giving me additional time, and it would make them vulnerable to attack. Rather than attempting to keep them out, I should just aim to buy as much time as I can. You'll see how effective it is later on. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to climb over, if I need to, but, you know, other than that, it's great. Right, well, this seems to be a pretty good defense. I then had to clear out my fridge. There was enough rotten food in there to make Gordon Ramsay instantly enter into a stroke. Unfortunately, I don't have an oven anymore, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to fill these up with water, and then cook them on here, and that's how I'm going to get my water from that one. I can't leave them outside, though, so they're going to have to go in here. It's been a long day of construction, so let's just sleep this off. I also had to attend to my food issue. I had some food left over, but it wasn't going to last very long, both number and rotting wise, and my farm was also kinda busted. Good thing I have a high level of farming and foraging now though, so it may not be completely dire, but it's still something I have to worry about. So I quickly watered my plants, grabbed some extra ammo, and then headed out. We'll set up the traps now, then plant seeds, and then go forage. Oh, and then I need to rebuild as well. Fuck. That's a lot more than I can deal with right now. Yo, hit them, bro. Oh, fuck no, dude. Oh. Oh, fuck no, you're definitely blown up. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize how bad that was actually out here. It seems I still have a lot of work out there for me. Certain ones are just too tough to kill, it seems. I don't think it's a good idea to put them in traps down here, they're just gonna instantly break. I'm gonna find somewhere above us to put them. Due to far too many zombies swarming down south, I decided to place them somewhere else. That's the farm done. Just gonna have to give it a couple of days. Well, these will be growing in about 2 weeks, the cabbages. These grow in about a month, so we'll see. Now I just need to remake that fucking house. Hope and pray to God nothing kills me in my sleep. My shit is so fucking laggy right now, and I don't even know why. I do not want to have to do this again. I think the Wheel of Fortune might have been a bad idea. At this rate, I might actually get my next fucking carpentry. Oh, never mind. Okay. That is not happening in my lifetime. After several days of rebuilding, it was done, and I could attend to other matters, such as looking for berries in bushes, just because I can. Not that I had much luck with it anyway, but you know. Maybe that's why I'm lagging as much as I am. Maybe there's just a ton of zombies around still. I didn't even consider that. Come on, climb up. Fuck. Oh my god, there really is quite a lot of them. I'm out of ammo already. Whew. That was kind of scary actually. I didn't expect as many as that to just suddenly start flocking my way. But that might explain the lag. Maybe there's just a ton of zombies around and I haven't been seeing them. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh well, that's fun. Well, I don't think it means too much, because it still kind of functions as a fence, doesn't it? Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of glad this world has been as generous as it has to me in terms of ammo, because without it, I just don't think I would have made it. I'm just gonna put an end to this day. I'm fucking exhausted apparently. Hey, yeah, there's a lot more than I thought there was. Holy shit. Yeah, there's at least like 30 there. That has to be why there's so much lag. It seems I have my work cut out for me. I really gotta clear this then before it's too late. Fuck. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, The Walking Dead? Fuck no. These bitches crawling. Extinguish this? I can. Fuck. Extinguish it. Whoa. Fuck off. In general, my attempt to actually forage wasn't going very successfully. There was zombies no matter which direction I went in currently, so it was less foraging, more slaughtering than anything else. Eventually though, I was actually able to find something without being bitten. Actually, yeah, 10 hunger, 14 hunger. Not bad. That will do me for the rest of the day, basically. This shit getting scary, bro. That's 100 bullets I went through in one day. However, I wasn't having great luck finding very much out there, and it wasn't worth risking my life and spending time in the rain, which makes my character extremely depressed. So I just decided to sleep the day away. Day 60 cannot come sooner. I hate this storm. Guess there's no point in me being up if I'm depressed and soaking, so I might as well just sleep the rest of the day away. Tomorrow I need to make my base more secure, so I'll do that before day 60. For the majority of the area around my base, it had been cleared, so it was mostly me fighting the elements whilst building and maintaining. I'm cold as hell and I'm miserable and I'm apparently even annoyed, so I'm gonna just sleep. And finally, I got around to replacing my oven after the, disaster, shall we call it. I thought I needed a blowtorch for that. I'm really hoping it's not like a glitch thing where like a debug mode allows me to do all that. I don't think I have any cheats enabled there. No, I don't. Okay. At least with this rain, like my crops are getting watered, I guess. That's like one way to look at it. Despite the fact that I'm fucking miserable, but like other than that, I'm fine. And the rain stopped. Do I need to activate the thing again? I do. We'll go for Tropical Storm this time. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna go for a Tropical Storm. It was actually a very peaceful era right now. I was mostly waiting on my farm to grow, so I compensated for my lack of food with the new foraging skills I had. And I continued to loot houses along the way, just in the off chance I missed something. Oh fuck. But however, my foraging wasn't going as great as anticipated. All that foraging, nothing. I'm basically just sitting out in the fucking open. I got nimble too, I guess. I don't want rocks. I want to find like a fucking big sheep that I can just... Regardless though, when you're foraging, you do end up traveling very far distances. And this can result in some very tricky scenarios. That's close. Fucking hell. It's the one bad thing about being in the woods. Now you're definitely exploding. Maybe not. Oh fuck. I know why they're coming here. Oh god. Whew. Holy shit. Okay. Thank god I have a weapon of the fucking gods. Not even Kratos could fucking take a shot from this sword, apparently. It's the first time I've actually... Wait, that's just straight up strawberries. I believe strawberries are ongoing, unlike other, like, crops in this game, where they just keep growing. I may have got that wrong, but that's the first time I've found food from foraging in, like, 3 days. Oh shit, yeah, I need to get home, I just realised. I'm freezing to death. I'm about to hit the freezing stage. I better chill inside here for a minute before I hit hypothermia. Yeah, foraging is... This would be fine if we didn't have the fucking permanent storm on. Is the one thing I really wish I didn't have right now. I actually think I'd prefer to have -2 in a skill or another fucking 200 zombies about. Actually, no, that's a lie. That would... Fuck that, actually. Holy shit, finally! Let's go! Some good food at last. Holy shit! What? Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Fucking... Nope. Huh? What's this supposed to be? Interesting. I began to search around residential areas in the hopes I could find foraging level 5. It would probably come to nothing, but it was worth a check since I was out and about anyway. Although to be realistic, I don't think it was worth risking my life for, but, you know. But I kept it up, and I continued to do it until my farm was grown. Getting a lot more lucky with the food today. The end of the current storm period was about over, and that only meant one thing, day 60, and it was time for a whole new landslide of events to happen. I wasn't looking forward to it. So, of course, the basic things that I normally do will come into effect. The zombie multiplier will go up by 0.5 again, so I think it's currently at 1.2, and XP will go down to 1x. Unless, of course, I land on it again. And we will also be choosing 3 of these. There is some things that are benefiting me, but that's just going to be luck. We're going to do 3 of these and see what we get. Zombie intelligence. So I think that's like navigation, I believe. They will probably open doors more and they will be able to track me for longer. Ah, shit. Okay. As inconvenient as it is, I might choose cooking for this. The only benefit cooking has is making rotten food into good food again. I think I can live without that, amongst everything else. We'll do a week-long blizzard. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Trigger a blizzard. We are lowering cooking. Hopefully the increased population doesn't kill me. After that, it was business as usual, or at least that's what I thought. I hear something. That's concerning. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. I hope that doesn't land too close to my base. It is a big jet, though. Seemingly nothing came of it, yet. I spent a little while protecting the base, just in the off chance that a horde came overhead. I'm just gonna sleep the depression away. There's no point in me being out in rain. However, things only got worse, and it was inducing a level of paranoia within me that I'm sure I would need to be put into a room with pillows. Hearing multiple helicopters. I'm gonna get inside, that's red. What does that mean? I'm probably gonna start unloading a gun on me. Okay, I wasn't expecting the helicopter events to be coming in on the march, but why is there multiple helicopters? There's so many helicopters, what's happening? So many arrows. I'm so confused. Should I be scared or not? Seemingly nothing happened. It just seemed to be some form of psychological warfare from the game. Oh my god. What the fuck? I wasn't prepared for that. You fucker. You opened the door. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, navigation is definitely on. These motherfuckers navigating. Okay, yeah. I gotta start locking these doors then. Very early on day 62, I kept getting quite a few visitors, and I couldn't really figure out why. I could only assume the generator, but there was quite a lot randomly showing up. Getting a bout of deja vu from the amount of... Oh. Yeah, like, why are they... How are they getting here? Why are they migrating so far? I don't want to have to sit here all day, every day. Excuse me? Yeah, like, it's not like a lot of them. It's just enough to be, like, mildly troubling. Off. Where are you all coming from? Oh my god. Where did you come from? Shit. That's what I was trying to avoid. It's at moments like this I really wish I invested in metalworking, but it's far too late for that. I had to replace the wooden log walls and floorboards on my base, because for some reason they kept showing up and then just burning the place down. But even hitting a tree would attract anywhere between 5 to about 20. Oh my god, that's a super sprinting burner. Jesus. This shit ain't going well. Those planes must have caused a lot of movement. Fuck me. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh. I think I got a majority of the zombies that were around the area. Oh fuck. Nope. Why would that be the last one? Oh my. He's a minute. Super sprinter. Fuck. Oh fuck. Oh. Ooh. I don't even know where my logs are anyway. I need to just grab the logs that I have and get the fuck like back. I think I have enough to work with right now. All of that for like 12 logs. Not even 10. I think honestly at this rate, I have an idea. I'm gonna put a window here instead. Put a window here instead, then I can like shoot out of it while I'm here. I just need to think of how I'm gonna like stop, because if I put barricades on, I don't think I can shoot out of it, but I'll give it a go. I'm afraid to leave this place unattended at this rate, and I'm already, like, I'm actually freezing. Like, I legitimately just have to go and sit inside for a little bit. Let me just sleep this shit off for a bit. I can head out of it. Early on day 63, I decided to make an attempt to make the zombies stop flooding my base so often. I done this by moving the generator further back. I don't know if it would help, but anything was worth a shot. If I put it around here, then they'll have to come all the way around, but there's a lot of less zombies here than there is at the front. There's really not a lot for me to do right now. I kind of just want this storm to be over with, because if I'm going to go out there and cut trees again, I want to be able to see the zombies coming after me. With this blizzard, I can barely see 2 feet in front of me, and I can't hear them coming either. So I might wait for it to be over, and then we'll worry about it, because I'm very sick of being out there blind and depressed, and wet, and cold. It's just not worth the effort. I believe that's the blizzard itself over. I think it might be a bit safer to go out now. And our next harvest is approaching. These coffee seeds look huge. Next growing phase 200 hours. Man, they really do take 2 months to grow. God damn. Since the blizzard was finally done, this was the best opportunity I was going to have to be able to rebuild and even build further upon what I already established. And I was just hoping that I at least killed the majority of the lurkers in the trees. Oh my... What in the fuck? Oh, thank god I have this installed. Let's see how useful this defense is, I guess. Yeah, this is the best idea I've ever had. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Fuck it. It can't get any worse than this. No wonder so many of them are coming out. I was completely unprepared for an attack of this scale. There was nothing I could properly use to defend myself, so I was just praying I had enough ammo in my guns to take care of what seemed like an unending amount of zombies. I might be in trouble here. And that... shit. I only got a couple of seconds left. Shit. Put it in. Shit. Those are all my crops gone. Surprisingly, my crops aren't burning as much as I thought they would be, but I should probably attend to this. Shit. After a while, I thought I finally began to take back the ground that I lost, but I was horribly mistaken. What the fuck? I can't even tell how many were in this small cluster, but they were all crawlers. And very quickly they began to completely destroy the fences I set up, and once those fences are destroyed, they're going to speed up. I was expecting to have to abandon my base yet again, but with the last of my ammo I was able to take care of the majority, and finish off the rest of them in melee. Albeit, my base did take quite a beating. That was probably one of the most terrifying experiences I've had in this game yet. I've never ever seen that. Everything's just burning down. I'm really surprised. My crops were on fire. Why didn't they burn? I mean, I'm not complaining, but like, a significant portion of what I thought this was all dead. We lost a water collector. The house is relatively okay. It's mostly just the front gates. A couple of potato crops were destroyed. But like, overall, I can't even complain. That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Terrifying, but like, I think more than anything, I'm happy I had 30 rounders and 40 rounders in that. I was out of ammo in this. Like, without these guns, there was no way I lived through that. That was not your Discord, don't worry. That was also not your Stop. Stop it. Shortly after, I made the biggest mistake I think I've ever made in any Zomboid world. Refuel chainsaw. Let's give this a go. It doesn't seem to take that much gas anyway, so... I can always go refuel. I have a car, so... I don't want to, but I can. Using a hand axe was already attracting so many. Can you imagine how bad the chainsaw was going to be? Okay, we're not done. It would appear we're nowhere near close to done. My initial thought here was to just get the hell out, grab a car, and get to safety, but it wasn't going to work. I couldn't afford the risks of losing the only food source left in this world. Foraging wasn't doing anything, fishing wouldn't do anything, and trapping was barely getting me anything. With my extremely high level of aiming, mixed with my extended magazines, I was able to hold the line for a significant amount of time, but once they were gone, I was on the back foot. Fuck. We just gotta go. Oh shit. Fuck off. Holy shit. This doesn't bode well for the fish, man. Oh. Good. Oh, jumped this correctly. Okay, thank God, you beautiful man. You really gotta go. Oh, you fucker. Just gave my hand a burn. Okay. Shit. How in the fuck am I gonna get out of this? I don't know, but I think I've discovered what those helis were doing. I wish I had my shotgun on hand right now. Get in. We gotta go. What's the situation? Okay. We're good. I don't know what I need to do. I don't think there's a soul in the Zomboid community that would know what to do here. It was in this moment I could truly appreciate how many zombies were in this location. Surviving here was basically not an option. I would have to be quiet as a mouse to even live in my base currently. Oh, what the fuck? Drive! Yeah. Come on, just go. I'm gonna have to come. I have to come back here another time. I don't know what to do. We gotta get out of the city. I just don't think this is happening. I don't have enough ammo. The game's lagging. I think, unironically, it's just not gonna work. I need to figure out something else. Nothing could have prepared me for this. Nothing. I didn't think that it would ever be that much. There wasn't anything even close to that amount in my other runs. I don't know what to do. I need my food. I don't have enough here. I don't think foraging 8 is going to be enough. Maybe I'm sure I can figure out something. After calling it a night, I slept in the car in the middle of a road. I wanted to get rid of my tired noodles, as well as some of my injuries, before I attempted to retake my base, again. Let's do this. I only got my pistol, and pretty limited ammo. I do have a bit of extra ammo for my 45, might be worth filling it. If this is overrun, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to take this back. I have to. I'm gonna save ammo where I can here. If I keep doing that, then this should be fine. But when the zombies start exploding on me and those wheels start breaking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, a lot of them heard that. I feel like staying in the city is just a death sentence here. And then they should all be following. If I just keep doing this, I just keep shooting, they'll keep following me. Oh my god. Okay. Hopefully, they all follow these. Holy shit, that's a lot of zombies. Holy shit. I had made a tragic error. I should never have came back, but I didn't see any other way. And alas, it led to this. Spartanzo. Oh. That was one of the most difficult worlds I've played yet. If I do this again, I'm gonna have to rethink what I'm doing, cause that fire made carpentry useless. Hello there. You just enjoyed 2 hours of my content. I can only assume that means you're enjoying it. If you are, please subscribe. Leave a comment for me. Join the Discord and such. You know the drill. Here is the second attempt. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Let us begin.
If you've seen my previous videos, I know you're probably sick of me playing in Maldra, but believe me, I'm not staying here for long. I'm only here to grab the farms. It's good starting fresh food, since food is insanely rare. Once I'm done with that, I'll be heading out. I have a very specific base location in mind. Normally I base in a city, because it's convenient, and the amount of zombies obviously makes for very interesting stories. But in a world like this, I don't think I can really afford to stay there. So I spawned in a trailer park, got a few pieces of food, a foraging book, and a trusty frying pan. Also throughout this playthrough you'll notice I have debug mode on. 3 reasons. 1, a mod I have makes it impossible to drop items. 2, I had donations on, so a few people would donate money and force the world to do incredibly wacky things. And 3, every 20 days a wheel would be spun, and I don't really feel like waiting 20 minutes to restart the game every time I want to change something. You'll see later on what I mean. But essentially, I searched around the trailer park and houses, and began to build up some decent resources. Certain things used for cars, a needle for tailoring, food, certain tools, and a knife.
Night vision goggles?
Fortunately, it's just a cosmetic. They don't actually work. Very sad.
Man, I've not even been to these houses yet and they're all burned fucking down. Okay, there's a bunch of super sprinters here. I might just be fucked. Go. No. No. Fuck me. Oof. We have a satchel. And we actually found a cure this early, which is fucking game changing. Oh my god. If that... Oof. I nearly had to use the cure there. Jesus Christ.
After spending a few hours looting, I eagerly awaited the carpentry show.
Oh! That's fair, I guess.
Slowly making my way through the trailer park, I attempted to make it by foot to the first farm, all the while not taking too many fights that were risky. If there was a fence nearby, I could take it. If not, well, I ran for it.
This... Oh my... What the fuck? A super sprinting zombie that opens doors. And a skeleton as well. Okay. It's the most modded zombie I've seen yet. You're definitely gonna blow up, aren't you? Oh.
A burn to the foot is completely debilitating. In a world like this, you need all the early time that you can get. And without a car currently, I'm stuck limping, meaning that whatever I have to do on the first day is going to take me about 10 times longer. Not only that, but it leaves me completely vulnerable to the sprinting zombies. Things were looking quite bleak for me. After a short walk, however, there was a slightly damaged sports car with a drip of fuel within it. I could use this to get around, but I would first have to rush straight to a gas station to fill this up. It might be the only chance I have to redeem this world. I decided to take a small risk and head to the farm to grab some food just for today. I couldn't take all of it quite yet, but I was going to need food for the next day. Next, using whatever scuffed weaponry I had to clear the gas station, and I had to make it quick.
Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, I was hoping to avoid that, but whatever. Okay, thanking you. If the car dies on me right now, I'm probably fucked. Thanking you. Wait. Bro! This guy is immune to domestic violence. He's a frying pan resilient. Hello? Hello? Anyway. Average Mustang driving experience real. That's a full tank. Now we can head up to the base. Pray it's not burnt to the ground.
After an eventful day, it was time to head to my base location. I had a specific place in mind that I wanted to be, out of sight and out of mind.
Which is cool, but... that was a dirty drift.
Late at night, I finally arrived. This was going to be the place I was going to base for the world. The population was low here, and I figured that was probably the only way to really survive a world like this. I put my food into the fridge and then headed upstairs to go to bed.
Okay, I hear the zombie.
And after a long and tough day, we could finally put an end to day 1. Early on day 2, I quickly established a small farm. The more food I have early, the better.
I'm going to sow potatoes now. The earlier these get going, the better. Today, we've got to go get the police station, and we have to find an axe. That is the goal for today.
As I made my way down to Mulder, I spotted a zombie with an insanely large backpack, so I took a moment to go and fetch it.
You have a big-ass backpack, good sir, and I want it. Joyous occasion. Wait, hold on.
He has a fucking machete in here. What the that literally couldn't be better. Like, that literally could not have been a better thing to have had, like, at any point. And not only did this zombie have a large backpack, but a powerful machete. Probably the best start to a world you could have had. Later down the road, I found a shovel. This is useful so I don't have to break my hands digging furrows in my back garden. You know, for when I want to farm. But priorities first, I stopped by a house so that I may watch carpentry. You know I never miss it. And then made my way around a local factory. I was needing an axe to chop trees and doors, of course. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Okay. Can I extinguish that? Seeds, good. I searched all around the factory and even disassembled crates to get to the ones at the back, but had no luck. Eventually I just had to call it a day here, and I went to go sleep in a house nearby, thus ending day 2. Day 3 I decided to forget the axe and head straight down to the police station. I can just disassemble doors if need be, and I didn't really want to waste any more time. If the police station burned down, I lose out on a lot of gear. Timing on that is impeccable. I got an axe from a random corpse instead of the actual fucking factory. I was hoping my luck would persist and I got some good weapons and ammo, otherwise it was going to be a trip to many a city. And upon first inspection, it was looking really good. Variations of ammo boxes and cases, as well as a good few weapons, including pistols and a shotgun. And it would appear I made it just in time, as the fire was beginning to spread rapidly throughout the police station. And with utmost haste, I then made it to the bookstore. The sooner I got these things done, the less I had to be here. However, I also had to deal with a small horde before I entered. Although judging by the amount of fire here, I was going to have to make it a very quick trip. I grabbed what I could. I got a ton of the books that I needed. However, I was still probably going to have to loot other bookstores, but it was a good start. Let's grab the farms, and I think we can be done for today. However, my car was approaching death's door. The engine was about to fail. It would also be useful to have a car with much more storage, so I decided to do that first before I headed down to the farms. It was only much later that I arrived at the farm. I had to clear the horde, fuel up the car, and actually get there. I just want to grab these and go. I think I could probably manage going to the other area, get the rest of the food. And after a very productive day, it was time to head home. It was a good thing I swapped out the cars. If it was my old car, I probably would have broke down, because this car was already practically dead. Well, hopefully tomorrow morning, I'll at least be walking a bit better. After over 3 days worth of limping, I was finally able to move again, and decided to check around the area of my base, since I hadn't done that yet. Wait, there's just a generator already here chilling. A generator and an empty gas can, a large one mind you, already at my base. This was probably the luckiest world I've had yet, and I had a very good feeling I was going to go far, maybe even complete it. First things first, let's use the garbage bags we have and get an early water collector up, just so I don't have to worry about it. Oh my god. But why do you have a spaz on you? See, this would have been very good if I didn't already have a shotgun, but okay, cool. Just in case the water goes off early, that would be good to have. I actually just put these guns into my holster now. That's actually very useful. Yeah, I have a lot of 308, but I don't have a gun that uses 308. It's actually the only consistent ammo I've had. There's a lot of it, I just can't do a lot with it, because I don't have anything. As a matter of fact, I've got 2 shotguns and I barely have any ammo for it. Hopefully something appears soon. Okay, what's the plan for today? The day's nearly over, maybe I should just, like, read the books necessary for the next skill levels. Like, there's a bunch of books I need to read, I may as well do it. Yeah, today's just gonna be a study day, I guess. As for the rest of the day, I set up some more crops and watered them. A steady supply of food is obviously essential. A couple more sections, that should be good. There's no point making too much. It was going to be a varied diet. Corn, watermelon, tomatoes and potatoes. Living the life of a king. Well, that was a productive day. Pretty boring day, but a productive day. My left foot is all good as well. I want to get rid of those stairs, because if I get rid of the stairs, I think I might have a better chance at surviving attacks. It's a bit cheap and it might be a bit boring, but I'm kind of tired of risking my life every run. I think I just kind of have to face the facts that this world is far too difficult for me to complete without being a tad cheesy. I then had some construction problems. Okay. Okay, that's just not what I wanted. I guess I need to get my sledgehammer for this, and then... I'm just hoping it might be able to prevent the second floor house fires. After dealing with the construction in my base, I also decided to set up some traps. Animals make for very good high-calorie food. I should probably make more, but I'll do it in a bit. I'm gonna take that out. I don't want it burning down. That might be useful to have later. As a matter of fact, I may as well just grab it, because I'm gonna have to fill up on gas anyway, so I'll keep that thing on me. Is there anything in Mulder left I have to do? I think we just go to the town above us, and check out the police station then. There was a small town above me. There wasn't much within it, but there was a police station, and any chance at an armory I will take, as well as a bookstore. Oh my god. And so began the process of clearing it. I didn't want to deal with all the zombies in one area and have them following me, so I cleared them as I went. There's no safer way to do this than being in a car. I started with the bookstore, got a few essential things, and then headed out. Oh my god. This is not looking good. Whee. I don't know which one of these guys are going to explode or not anymore. Next up was the police station. I was praying for either shotgun ammo or a 308 rifle. That looks like an interesting vehicle. Little did I know how amazing this car was going to be. You are kidding, right? Right, let's make this quick. Oh my god. Juice. You know what? I'm very content with that. It wasn't a lot, but it was very impressive for how small an armory this place was. I then inspected the car outside of the police station, and this thing was a durable tank. You'll find out how durable it actually is later on. God tier engine. I got all I wanted here for now, so before it got too dark, I headed back in my new, tanky little car, with about triple the storage space as well. The unfortunate thing is, I got two 5.56 guns there, but I don't have any 5.56 ammo. I think it's legitimately just tailoring and metalworking, maybe mechanics. Literally, I would be happy with just foraging and tailoring. I think we head there to Rosewood, see what extra guns we can get. First things first, I need blow torches as well, and I need to level metalworking. Actually, we have a lot more to do than I thought we might. This could be problematic. We shall see. So much to do, so little time. I think Rosewood is where we're at. The plan was to go through Mulder, because one, it was already safer since I cleared it, and I could grab gas while I go through it. And then I would head up to Rosewood. And with perfect timing, heading to the gas station, an unbearable fog sets in, making visibility hard. What can go wrong, will go wrong. Gun's a little less effective than I want it to be. Nice. Next stop, Rosewood. And off I went to Rosewood. However, the fog made it very difficult to avoid zombies on the road. Oh fuck, okay. Stop it. Okay, I don't want to hit you, bro. Stop downforming the car. Good thing I don't need carpentry anymore, really. Upon arriving in Rosewood, I had to clear out the police station and fire station without letting the zombies do too much damage to the buildings. If the fire spreads, I obviously lose out on loot. Holy... Okay, yeah, I need to be really careful here. Just really not wanting it to happen. Where'd all the splinters come from, bro? Why is there so many splinters? Stop. Oh my god. I'm really glad that you can't get set on fire while in the car. Stop exploding. Okay, yeah, everything might just straight up burn down at this rate. Unfortunately, the fire station was void of anything useful. I either already had it, or just it was not good at all. Next up was the police station. I was either hoping for a gun that could use the ammo I had, or some shotgun rounds. Maybe even a suppressor. I'm afraid to get out until I know no zombies are chasing me. I think we're good. I don't need any more of these things. I don't need that. But that's fucking insane right there. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, okay, we need to make this quick. Hopefully nothing important is in here. Really? Okay. Oh, that's important though. And that's important. And that's important. Just grab it all. That's a lot of fuckers. Next up was the bookstore. Unfortunately, the high street was quite packed, but I did get some ammo I could use out of that police station. The entire town of me here. Okay, that makes my life a lot easier. Now I can just go back up and deal with the remnants. Since the sprinters are dealt with, I just need to melee the rest. After killing all the zombies in the area, looting necessary books and recipes, I then checked out a car shop and then decided to head home. There was no real reason to stay here. The dirt path in the dark, because my headlight is busted. Go. That as well. Carpentry, level 6. That's a fairly productive day, I'd say. Read a bunch of books, got my carpentry at level 6, which I believe means I can make stairs now. Early in the morning of day 7, I spent it studying books and watching the carpentry show. Then it was a trip to the railway station. I needed industrial propane tanks. As I intended to level metalworking, I was going to need a lot of propane. Oh. And so once again came the life-threatening process of clearing the area. Probably should kill them away from the warehouse, to be honest with you. Yeah, because of that. Oh. Can I? Thank you. That fire's made everything a bit more complicated. I have limited time now. I quite literally spent the rest of the day here, killing zombies and searching factories desperately for some propane. There's still more of them here. Honestly, his big ass sword. Yep, he's got that. He's got that thing on him. My favourite weapon in the game, by the way. I did manage to find an industrial propane tank and a small propane tank. Unfortunately, I didn't seem to clip it for some reason. I also had to pass out outside of the railway station. I was quite literally there all day. Instead of going home though, I headed to another factory area to find a blowtorch. So I headed to the south of Maldron, to a factory area I haven't explored yet. Is it? I think it- Yes! Oh my god, seeing you is actually better than seeing, like... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna finish that sentence. The rest of the day passed without incident, and that takes us on to day 9. It was time for another incredibly fun process. Instead of leveling carpentry this time though, we're doing metalworking. And starting on metalworking is often tough. You barely get any XP for dismantling things. Give me a second though. Oof, that's only level 1. Why was there 2 toilets there? Bloody hell. Fuck off. And after a long day of grinding metalworking and a bit of tailoring, I arrived home. With the beginning of day 10, it was a mundane process of leveling tailoring. This is necessary in order to completely repair clothing. We'll level the rest of this later. For now though, I want to sleep, and then I want to head out and gather more resources and metalworking. As I was out leveling metalworking, I multitasked to level tailoring. All the while dismantling metal things, I kept an eye out for zombies, to gather threads and ripped sheets. Wait, hold on. I fucked up. I didn't read the book. We gotta go back. I'm so stupid.
Yep, back at it.
Sorry pal, I have to disassemble your shitter. You could use that as a flirt line, couldn't you? Oh my god, this is a horror game. Yeah, I really hope I don't need a fridge anytime soon, because all the ones in this area on an adventure to the afterlife. Only halfway. I've been here all day, and I'm only halfway. And of course it would be too much to ask for a bit of peace while I grinded skills out, but no, there must always be attempts on my life. No. No. Oh my god. That was terrifying. We're leaving. You're a liar. Oh, never mind. I spoke this in. Very quickly though, I got level 4 metalworking, and gathered a ton of metal. Overall, a successful but long day. Just finish up this building, and that's a lot of metal sheet. That's more than enough for today. I really want to keep this car. How do I repair this though? Huh. I actually have the metalworking, the tools, and the mechanics to finally be able to repair cars. At least a hood. So I can just... wow. I just need to get my mechanics up to repair the engine, but that's basically the engine like completely protected for at least another like 3 or 4 crashes. And using my newly found metalworking skills and resources, made my first 2 metal crates. If a wave of fire comes over my house, these metal containers won't burn down. They can only be destroyed by melee, so they're a hell of a lot more resilient than wooden crates. And, oh my fucking god, that was a fucking jump scare. I think what I want to do tonight is I want to replace the doors with metal. I know the walls can still burn down, but if the doors persist, it makes life a lot easier. I don't know how long they intend to last. I don't know how invincible metal doors are. I feel like it's going to give me a better chance at surviving. Because once these doors break, they're going to keep breaking, especially with fire zombies. I just can't really afford to do it. So, let's get rid of this, eh? Unfortunately, however, gates within metalworking are locked behind a higher level, so I was going to have to get it to at least level 7. I had my work cut out for me. Yeah, I think the water's out as well now. Here comes the mid-game. With the water now being shut off, I was relying on the well nearby my house. You see, I did think of everything. This is a good base location. I think this is one of the best runs I've had in terms of skill yet. I really need to find level 5 expert tailoring thingy-majiggy. Level 8's good enough to repair clothing, but level 10 is just nice to max out your stats in terms of clothing. For day 12, I decided the best thing to do was to get to level 8 tailoring, to repair my clothes and make it so that when I pad it, I am extremely protected against bites and scratches. Right. Unfortunately, I don't have level 5 tailoring, but level 8 is the perfect amount for actually just repairing the holes in your clothing anyway, so this should be more than enough for what I need. Might be time to go down to a trip to Moldra to get more things to smelt. I think I'll have to do that tomorrow, so for today I'm probably just going to attend to the base. There's almost no point in making log walls. I'm really not sure what to do, but I do want to lock off these windows at the bottom floor. I feel like that's an absolutely genius idea. And I'll make a way out on the second floor, because there's no reason for me to be panicking around here. So I created sheet rope escape ropes. So if I ever need to get up to the second floor or down, I have a way, without having to go all the way around to the front door. Right, this should work if I ever get overwhelmed. I might just like to barricade this door off as well. There's no need to have all these doors. I got so many escape routes at this point that it's just not necessary. Well, today I'm heading to Moldra. We gotta level up metalworking, and there's a few buildings I know of that can allow it. Oh shit. We have a few metalworking levels to go, so we're gonna get on that. I wonder, can I disassemble these car wrecks? Apparently they're not wrecked enough for me to... You know what? I have the mechanic books read. Maybe let's take a stop off here and use these car wrecks in my current car to train mechanics. Because I think both of these cars will still have engine, like, So what I'm thinking is, I level mechanics up to 4, because I need to do that anyway. I take the engine parts out to get them to 0 condition, and then I dismantle the car wrecks. Yeah, I like that. For some reason, no matter what I did, I couldn't dismantle them as car wrecks, no matter what I did. But I did get my mechanics leveled up. This will be good, so that I can scrap other cars' engines to gather parts to repair my own. It's level 4 mechanics already. I'm gonna stop here then, because there's no need for me to continue doing anything. After I finished taking parts out of them, which I didn't really get much, I pushed the cars out of the road because I was sick of crashing into them. One more time. These are car wrecks. Anything that clears the road as well, I'm very happy to dismantle, so yippee. More metal sheets. And annoyingly, it turns out level 4 mechanics is only useful for basic cars. Heavy cars and sports cars require an even higher level of mechanics to dismantle the engines for their parts. It looks like I had a lot more training to go. All the while, the zombies were beginning to pile up, and I had to get to the gas station, so it involved yet another risky adventure of praying my car doesn't stall. I really want that shotgun. Shit. Be quick with this, be quick about it. Grab it. Got it. Okay, I'm happy with it. Collecting these guns would be important later, as I had a mod installed that could make use of weapons I wasn't using. Stay tuned if you want to see it. After clearing the streets of Moldra yet again, I was finally able to fuel up for the second time. I'd imagine I'd have to do this quite a few times this run. After I was finally done clearing the street to get fuel, I was able to commence forth with the metalworking leveling, not without first having some major trouble. You're kidding, right? Oh shit. Okay. Okay. This is not good. This is the one building I actually really wanted to survive. Maybe if I hurry I can disassemble some of the stuff before it gets too far. I actually think we might be alright. These fire zombies are the bane of my fucking existence. After the minor inconvenience of a massive fire, I had to sleep in a local house. I was far too tired and was afraid I would pass out in the middle of the road. It was also pitch black. If I can avoid driving in this darkness, I will. Oh, wow. Just in time. Immediately after waking up in this house, I began to destroy it. Its purpose was served. Now give me what you have. I think there's a lot to disassemble around these areas as well. May as well just do it while I'm here. And I got a new skill as well. You're good at taking things apart. Allows you to craft metal sheet and pipe. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what I mean. If you don't loot a house completely. Oh god. Huh? Oh. Anyway, as I was saying, if you don't loot something, you better grow peace with the fact that you're probably not going to get anything out of it ever again. This is a damn nice car. It's a shame that I'm going to have to take your parts, and I can't. Absolutely fucking full to the brim. Oh, so close. Can you fucking hit something? We're done. Right. Let's get the fuck home. I need to level mechanics a bit more, get to level 6 or so on mechanics, preferably 7, and then I can come back and get car parts so I never have to worry about my car breaking down. For now, today was successful. Get out of the road, oh my god. You know, I think this is the longest I've been able to maintain a car, thinking about it. Normally they break after 2 days, but I've actually managed to keep this since roughly the start. Actually, I don't even remember what day I got it on. Like day 4, maybe? I swear there's just always a fire going on here. What direction is it going? I don't trust you. As I made it home, I gathered enough resources to require a 3rd box, shortly followed by me passing out on the ground in front of my base. Oh my god, I just passed out. I just passed out on the fucking... Okay. I forgot that can happen. And that concludes the first 2 weeks of this mutant zomboid world. Welcome back to another episode of Fishy Struggling to Do Anything. This is day 15, so I sincerely hope you're caught up on everything. If not, essentially what I'm doing is, I'm leveling metalworking and attempting to level mechanics so I don't ever have to replace my car. This little tanky thing has lasted me a while. I intend on keeping it that way. I need 16 more. Okay, right. It was soon time to head out, so I read the metalworking books and the mechanics. It was going to be a bunch of disassembling of metal structures and possibly training more mechanics to gather spare engine parts. I took a trip down to Maldra's main street. There was lots of buildings and lots of metal to be deconstructed. This is perfect, but unfortunately there's a bunch of fire in here, so we have to make this very quick and just disassemble all I can. I feel like there's a lot of zombies. Oh my fuck! Anyway. Oh. Joyous occasion, we are level 6 metalworking. Yeah, I got a new skill there. What? +1 metalworking, so it just... Foraging is 5% more effective at searching trash, right? Thanks, dynamic traits. Right, well, I think we're going to have to call the metalworking early, because the fire has now spreaded to my special place. Oh my... Get out the fucking way! I'm scared, I'm just leaving. As usual, my world's proving that when something goes wrong, it all goes wrong. So I headed back to my home after that incident. I got level 7 metalworking, the exact level I needed. This is probably not going to work. Wait, what? I just got level 8 metalworking from that? That's crazy. It would seem that the creation of metal structures give you a lot more XP than disassembling them. Thus, I got to level 8 very quickly. And level 8 had a very unique bonus that I didn't know about. I could create metal walls. I assumed these were near indestructible, so I decided to use them to lock off the back door to my house, thus completely denying the zombies a whole entrance to my base. The less vulnerable spots in this place, the more likely I am to survive. Unfortunately though, making things out of metal is a very demanding process. It was on our to-do list to obtain more. However, it was already super late into the day. There was no point in me going out right now, I would probably just die. So for today, I attended to the base, done some foraging, and replaced the food in my traps. On day 17, I noticed a fatal error where I placed my traps. The location of where they are matters, and apparently farmland isn't ideal. So I placed them deep within the forest. This should yield better results. Today it was going to be a simple day. I needed car parts really badly. My engine was falling apart. I'd done what I could to repair it by giving it a brand new hood, and then headed down to Maldra, carefully. The plan was to take other cars apart to fix my own. I made one quick stop to get level 6 mechanics, and then headed down to Maldra, and I found many healthy cars ready to be stripped. 67%. Well, it's a good start. Let's go find some more parts. On my travels, I found a motorhome. I probably wasn't going to need it, but in the off chance my base was leveled, this might be handy to have. After a day of collecting a ton of car parts and repairing my engine, I took my newly found motorhome and I headed back home. The next day, the first thing I did was check my traps, and this new location was finally yielding some results. We got 2 bunnies. And I added some extra security measures. These short fences will be useful if I'm ever overwhelmed by zombies. You can never be too safe. Wonderful. Right, so I can use those to jump around if like a horde of like 50 show up and I need to start running away from them. I can use that like I did in the previous video. Most of the day I spent attending the base, and it got far too late far too quickly for me to want to go out right now. And that leads us to day 19. There was still a lot to do, but day 20 was arriving, and with day 20, the XP multiplier goes down from 3 to 2. I wanted to make the most use out of this, so I began to level my foraging. How did that give me 576 XP? You know what? We've earned that. Holy shit, we actually found some normal food that isn't going to poison me. Right, that should be me done. Yeah, level 8. That's as high as it's getting, unfortunately. I don't have the book for it, and it would take far too long for me to level up to 10. The main exits are secure, right? But this is still all wood. Maybe I should make a safe. Instead of worrying about the entirety of the house being safe, maybe I should focus on a smaller section. Making an area metal, fire resistant, and then you can move the fridge into the safe room. Maybe I make like a section here out of complete metal. Yeah, I like that idea. I can work on that for the next couple of days. Because I haven't done it day 40 until I want to lock down and just pass the time. Because I don't want to attract attention to myself. We'll lock off the mains, like, and make a safe area in the house that is completely secure from the fire. Let's do that. And with that, it takes us into day 20, where some events may occur. Day 20 was here. It was time to spin this cruel little wheel. May it have mercy on me. That's not so bad. That's actually one of the lesser ones. I'll probably choose cooking or something like that, but hey. One more time. Zombie health buff. Okay. Okay. I can totally live with that. Let me just... And then cooking, level down, level down. Okay, yep, that was a very, very tame day 20. My worries disappeared, as day 20 was not as problematic as I was expecting. It was very tame compared to all my other worlds, so a bit more peace was to ensue before anything else. And the success didn't stop there, as my first crops were finally being finished. Oh look, it's seed-bearing lettuce. We have our first food injection. Very happy about that. Right, let's go and see if we can get some car wrecks or something. And... oh! Found one! And the grind continued, obtaining metal for my base and car parts for the car I couldn't seem to stop crashing. Wait, hold on. Can you make a fridge? Or is the only way to get them is to just find them in the world? Because that would be unfortunate if I had to come all the way to like West Point to find one. I then had a donation, the first person of this world who desired to inconvenience me.
Bye-bye fuel.
Wait, what? Empty gas can tank. There you go. Here you go. I'm pouring out both. Thanks. Really appreciate that, bro. Unfortunately, though, the hardships weren't going to end here. No! 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 After an absolutely terrifying experience that nearly took my life, but fortunately didn't debilitate my movement, I got the hell out of there. And I don't want to be here anymore. I'm leaving. Oh. Day 20 is ending, thank God. For day 21, I wanted to find additional propane tanks. I had a mod installed that allowed me to refill them, but I didn't want to use it unless I was absolutely desperate. So I decided to search entire new cities in order to find one. But first, I decided to clear out a gas station to fill up, and for the sake of future convenience. I began to search areas I've never even been in before, in order to find something, but alas, no luck. And so the search continued into day 22. I had a specific location in mind, but it was very north, so it was going to take some time to get there. But unfortunately, there was one more obstacle coming my way that I could not have predicted. What the fuck? Silly Jokes just dropped 16.
Drunk drive time.
Wait, what? Oh! No! No, 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 no. Someone then donated again. This time, it was to get incredibly drunk while I was driving. Thus, today was also probably going to be wasted. Pardon the pun. Inebriated. Because that just kills your guy. If I start dying, unfortunately, due to this, the plans had to be delayed a day, as the alcohol would not only make me incredibly drowsy, but I physically couldn't drive straight. Let's just go home. I can't move. Like, I can't even turn. Hold on. Oh my god. There's a helicopter inbound as well. Driving. I have to... oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no, bro. Fuck no. They're gone. We're fine. Please just get me home. I'm about to pass out. I'm max fatigue. Okay. That was intimidating. But we're fine. So, day 22 had to come to an end. And fortunately, my chat was merciful. I nearly overdosed on alcohol and nearly died. But the guy who donated it said he didn't want me to die. He just wanted me to be drinking and driving. So they had mercy on me. God bless you, chat. Time of water for the early morning. And then we'll head out and attempt to do that again. This time, don't kill yourself via alcohol poisoning. And so my search for propane continued. I was heading to a location I haven't been in a long time, and I had to be a lot more careful on the roads as the increased population was beginning to show. In the middle of nowhere, there's already just a bunch of zombies. If you're curious though, I'm heading to Riverside. From what I'm seeing on the map, there's a good chance of propane being here. Holy fuck, that is so many. Excuse me while I gun down the entire population of Riverside. Whoosh. Gah. 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 I'm not having an easy time right now, I can't lie. No, 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 no. I'm scared. I barely entered Riverside, and I was already chased out by at least about 40 sprinters. I'm kind of terrified to actually go deeper. Do I even have... I barely have any ammo left. The one thing that went wrong in this world is I got a bunch of ammo for guns that I don't have. I wonder if Riverside has a police station that I can loot. Maybe get a 308 gun or something would be really cool. Or even just some ammo for my pistols. Several hours of killing later. Yummers. Bloody hell, there's still more to go. I started with the garage area. It was unlikely to find anything here, but I have found small propane tanks here before, so it was worth checking. I don't think there's gonna be anything here. Ugh. I think maybe it would be a good idea to take the generator, because I only have one or two at home, and I have a distinct feeling they're gonna burn. Another empty okay, well you know what, we're getting a couple of things. We call them pixie stick. Oh my god! Oh my god! Fuck, you just opened the door. I just heard the door open. Bloody hell, man. This is getting serious as a heart attack, man. After very little luck at the garages, it got a bit too dark, so I decided to rest in a nearby house. But you know me and my luck, don't you? Okay, right, well, what can go wrong will go wrong. I got pretty desperate. I moved my car into a garage and then slept in the car. I really needed the sleep. I just pray I didn't die during my sleep. Okay, I'm gonna set my alarm. Day 24, the slaughtering continued. I was clearing factory areas in order to find propane. Fingers crossed that I could, otherwise we're going to have to use some cheaper methods, which I was hoping to avoid. Immersion breaking! Unsubscribe! Smash window. I know what you are. I knew that you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna open that fucking door. God, zombies opening doors is, like, at least in the top 3 most scary fucking things in this game. I began to check the warehouse, and even disassembled boxes to get to the ones in the back. If this factory had nothing, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I really don't think going to West Point is a good idea. Going there on a regular population is scary enough, but with all the things that are in this world, I think it would just be a straight up death. I'm getting a bunch of propane torches, which is nice, but it's really not what I need. Ridiculously tired again. Whilst I wasn't finding any propane, I did find a metal workbench, and this can utilize the metalworking skills I've built over this playthrough, and can allow me to make incredible machinery, guns, melee weapons, armor, incredibly useful things for this world especially. I could create guns from scrap, and use the ammo that I've obtained that I can't use, and turn it into something I can. However, it was extremely heavy, so I had to figure out how to get it back. Okay, I have an idea. The plan was I would have to drop some things that I wanted in sacrifice for the metal workbench, but first I needed sleep. I was ridiculously tired, and I'm not going to drive back until I was rested, in case I passed out behind the wheel. It was basically nighttime at this point, so I had to make it quick. I dumped a bunch of the stuff I didn't need, or I could live without, and grabbed the metal workbench, and then it was time for home. Propane was a no-show, so unfortunately, I may have to resort to something that actually allows me to use the metalworking skill I obtained. My sincerest apologies. I'll do better next time. I'm gonna have to go to sleep though, before I take a drive here. It's way too dark. So we're gonna go to the roof, and we're going to enjoy a nice relaxing sitting on a plastic chair and sleeping. Okay, you can stop. You can stop sleeping. My god, you slept. This guy slept for 12 hours. And the power just went out, so my food's about to start rotting. It's time to go back to base. Whilst the propane side of things was a complete failure, we did get some cool stuff that we can use. It seems I may have to resort to a cheaper method in order to achieve what I'm looking for, which is a shame, but I hope you won't mind. I've been trying to complete this world for so fucking long, and I'm done. I'm done, guys. My food's gonna rot at this rate. Clearly 0.5 increase in population isn't the reason these roads are absolutely fucking devastating the fool. Oh wait, hold on, then again, it is population peak. It's day 25, and it's insane population peak. I forgot about that. Right, okay. Let's grab the industrial propane tank when we get back. See if we can refill it there then. Okay, that tree was is practically invisible. Okay, you can't blame me for that. Several hours of driving later, I arrived home and set up the generator. If I waited much longer, I was probably going to risk losing a lot of my food. Then I set up the metal workbench. Evidently not. How did I fuck that up? I wanted to check the info on it. Wow. Wow. Day 26. I headed down to the gas station. I was going to obtain some propane. After visiting the on-fire gas station, I filled up and then headed back. It was time to continue with the metalworking. Oh god, I fucked up. I don't want to talk about it. Eyes on the road, I know. Okay, shut up. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I didn't even crash yet, I just knew I fucked up. I was just, before I even crashed, I was like, oh, fuck. I need to go and find the engine parts again very soon. This car's about done for him. Again. After refilling the propane tanks, it was time to get back to work. The creation of this fortress was going to take a while, and I really wanted it done before day 40. I'm gonna go throw my propane again in this room. I spent the night doing that, and woke up the next morning, quickly harvested my first apple tree, and prepared to get more metal. I guess I can take a trip to Rosewood. Did I even make it there though? I think Moldra is probably safer. Rosewood's way too far. I think let's head to Moldra. Rosewood's a bit too unsafe for my liking, so... Well, not necessarily because of the place itself, but just because it's really far away. I'm sure there's stuff still around Moldra I can pick up, and I really don't fancy going to West Point or Riverside again. That shit nearly got me killed so many times. I began to deconstruct what I could within this hotel. There wasn't much, but I may as well collect it while I'm here. That door is made out of fucking titanium. Goodies. I have reached my limit on how much crap I can take. Let's go depot it in the car. The next stop I was at was ideal for metal. There was a ton of fridges and ovens to be deconstructed. However, the place itself was, well, prone to burning. Oh no, this is gonna be very good for metal. Wait, don't tell me the fire here is just gonna fucking destroy all the fridges. So, I come here immediately, and the fire just immediately destroys everything. Thanks for that. I had to wait a few minutes for the fire to die down. A few things were destroyed, but there was still enough here that it could still be of great use to me. Let's even grab the headlights off this car before I leave, and then I'm gonna head home. Headlights, finally. It's nice to be able to see where I'm going again. I think this is like the fourth or third time I've had to repair them. One sleep later, after a rough night, I began to use the rabbit meat I found in the traps. Everything was coming together quite nicely. Cooking's back to level 2. All the pipes. I seriously just got metalworking level 9. I've never even had up to level 6 before. It's the highest skill I have. It's actually insane how such a little change makes me prioritize that skill finally. And as well, I was putting to use the metal I obtained. We made good progress on making this place a fortress. These are seed bearing now, aren't they? Oh fuck me. That's a lot of tomatoes. That was not your Discord, don't worry about it. It was in fact mine. My friends are very kind. I do believe that is the main section they're done. The only problem is if there's fire around there, these walls begin to burn down anyway. So it might be worth beginning to dismantle these areas as well and replacing them with metal. It might be my only option anyway. It might be worth disassembling this door as well, just so that there's no fire here whatsoever. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'm gonna have to disassemble this counter as well. Maybe it's for the best. The less wood, the better. And that is the only areas I have to worry about there is here now. But like, that is a decent start. I don't know how necessary... I really hope fire doesn't spread through here. But I guess we're gonna find out one day. But for now, this is a good start.
Just need metal all along here now. So about double the metal I just needed. I think I have enough to maybe cover up at least half. I need to see. There is a lot of metal around me still. Discord, shut the fuck up. I can use that as like an emergency... Actually, I haven't... it'd probably be better left as an emergency exit, honestly. Because I can just kind of eat out whenever I want. You get the gist. I'm building. I'll skip it a bit. I'm gonna need a lot of metal. Time to refill once more, and probably obtain more metal. Who would have thought? Right, let's get this generator set up. Oh shit. Incredibly inconvenient timing. Full propane, full gas. I want to get more metal. I might as well while I'm down here. High-level metalworking, like carpentry, when you begin to dismantle things, you get a lot of resources from them. Example A. Oh my oh, jeez. I can't even pick all that up. Fuck me, that was close. Well, I can't enter my car for a hot minute. Hot minute. God help me. I was hoping to loot this place, but it's looking kind of bleak. It's too late to be out doing all this. I got what I came for. On day 31, I finally got around to upgrading my backpack. It doesn't do too much. It's a tiny bit of extra space, but it's convenient with the extra slots that it allows you to have. There's a bunch of just random jazz you can do with it. Like, you can put your canteen with water there, which is pretty cool. I don't know what I can show you how much water you've got left in it. Put a wrench there. I'm not sure how useful that is, but you can. Your welder's mask can go there for some reason, which I guess is useful for, like, so you don't have to constantly wear it. Propane torch can go there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And finally, I was able to complete my metal project. 4 metal sheets per. It's just fucking brutal on the soul, isn't it? This has been an exhausting process, but it's done. I don't know if the wood floor is going to be a problem, but I can replace this. Scrap small sheet. I have those. Interesting. If I do that, surely they can't get set on fire. There's no entryway for the fire to get here. Maybe I just take the time to do it. I have enough metal to just kind of surround the outskirts here. And we finally made it past the first month, making it into February. I set out early that day to obtain the last of the metal I'm going to need for the base. I'm pretty sure I've scrapped about 90% of Maldra at this rate. Damn, that's a lot of shit for one thing, isn't it? I knew you were gonna blow up. I just fucking knew it. So long as I'm in the car, you guys are fucking useless. Despite clearing these areas at least 3 or 4 times, the population peak was beginning to show, especially in the city. Where the fuck did you all come from? I've already killed like 50 zombies around here. Where did we even... whatever. Other than the zombies coming out of the ground, the day was relatively successful. I replaced my hood yet again, found some engine parts, and got a ton of metal. I was easily finishing this floor. Level 10 fucking metalworking. I have never ever had metalworking maxed out. Never. Another full day of metal grinding was coming to an end. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to come out, but we'll see. Early on day 33, as I said, it was time to finish the floor. The less wood that surrounded me, the better. I think this is more than enough. Unless a zombie gets in here, this isn't going to get set on fire. God, I really hope this is worth it. The only thing I can do now is... like, make more gates? Maybe I just sit and wait it out and pray the Wheel of Fortune isn't too cruel to me. As you know, judging by the amount of times I'm crashing my car into nothing for no reason, I'm kind of a klutzy idiot sometimes. And for an entire stream, probably about 4 to 5 hours worth of gameplay, I completely fucked the audio settings on a clipping software, meaning that the entirety of the audio sounds like this. Rifle round. Can I not make shotgun ammo? So instead of subjecting you to that torture, I will give you the highest quality experience that is available to me, without spending another month attempting to complete this challenge. But essentially what I'm doing here is I have created gunpowder from the bullets that I can't use, and I'm creating other versions of ammo, including pistol and rifle bullets, and then intend to create scrap weaponry, which whilst isn't as powerful as necessarily the military grade weapons you'll find, at least it's better than having a gun with no ammo, which is currently my case.
I can disassemble certain weapons and turn them into gun parts to create these. Various modded weapons I'm unable to dismantle, but my chat allowed me permission to do that anyway. And there's a lot of things you can create here. I'll give you a rundown of a few of them. First up was the basics. A pistol that uses scrap pistol rounds, quite powerful, but quickly breaks. It's useful because the ammo that I can make for it is very cheap. I was basically out of 9mm and 45 ACP, so it was just time to turn to other things. This was going to be the main weapon I used. The next thing I created was a Gatling gun, which sounds intimidating, but essentially what it is a big fucking machine gun with a 100-round capacity. However, it used pistol bullets, so essentially it was just a glorified SMG that weighed way too fucking much. Still, I wanted to make it because, well, I had the fucking things to do it, so why not, right? It would be good for base defense if a lot of them show up, but it was like 20 encumbrance. There was just no way I could carry this about. I went out the next day to find a few different things for the next gun I needed, and I also got level 10 aiming, which I've never had before. But I also have a bunch of books that help me level aiming anyway, which I know may piss off a few people. I might make a second hardcore video where I take a lot away of these things now that I'm better at the game. Let me know if you want to see that, because I'm more than happy to do that. But later, I decided to make an access way to the roof from outside, put the generator on the roof so that the zombies couldn't destroy it, and then place the Gatling gun up there as well. This is my last stand, so to speak. It shouldn't come to that, but you just never know. But then I had just enough gun parts left to create one more weapon. I was torn between a sniper and an assault rifle, but I figured the assault rifle would probably be a lot more useful, especially if you're getting overwhelmed by sprinters. It kind of just reminds me of the Rust AK. It's just pretty basic. It's an assault rifle, you can't complain. But I was prepared to make it to day 100. I locked myself up in my house and prepared, and I was hoping that day 40 would have some mercy on me. Eventually it got to day 40, and it was time to spin the wheel again. Nothing really happened, but I did spend about a week building up the area of the base, giving it a massive balcony and a bunch of escape areas, just in the off chance something happened. It's also just very useful to have a killing floor. But the wheel wasn't too bad. The 3 things I got was a small aid of my choosing, which is actually one of the few beneficial things I have on here. A week-long blizzard, and injury severity was increased, meaning any burns or lacerations I have will be significantly worse, lasting longer and being more painful. So let's let the next 20 days begin. It is currently day 44. 4 days passed, with not really a lot to talk about. I was basically sitting in my base, passing the time. I collected food from the traps in the farms, continued watering them, and stayed out of sight, especially with a blizzard outside. Things would creep up on you in seconds, and you wouldn't even hear them coming. Although I did have a few Vietnam flashbacks, if you know, you know. I even got to the point where I'm sitting at my front door, and so much time is passing that I'm passing out at the front door, and nearly starving to death. So long as I'm in this area, no zombies are going to spawn in. This quite literally is just a waiting simulator now, praying that no events occur to bring them to me. And time continued to pass until this. Now unfortunately I have to make your ears suffer for a minute, because it's important. That's a care package, okay. That's the game-ending event. This area was far too isolated to ever have the reoccurrence, but whatever zombies are around this area, they were here. And one fire zombie is all it takes for everything to go wrong. So I began to test my AK for the first time, and even with the health buffs, it was still pretty good for a weapon that was supposedly scrap. However, once again, quite a large fire began, and it began to make its way to my base. I would have to spend the day on high alert, just in the off chance that a few flames made their way down. And I was spot on. Large sections of fire made their way down through the forests, albeit slowly moving. I spent most of the day sprinting around with water, attempting to alleviate some of the damage they were about to do. This continued deep into the night. The fire was quite literally burning my fences down, and I was almost out of water. As a matter of fact, water collectors themselves actually nearly got set on fire too. After using all the water I basically had, and about 6 hours later, at midnight, I was finally able to rest. But with every storm, there is the silver lining. I was able to collect what was in the care package. I wasn't necessarily desperate for anything, but it contained jars of food, fishing equipment, fertilizer, and a few other bits and bobs, but it was really nothing I needed. But overall, besides these events, this was a very calm 20 days. But with every 20 days passing, more events were likely to occur, more spins on the wheel, and God knows what else awaited us. I'm just praying the good luck continued. Wasting no time, let's get straight into it. Day 60, the wheel is to be spun. Starting off, -4 any skill. I was most likely going to choose farming or something that didn't inconvenience the skills that I really needed, such as metalworking or aiming. Permastorm, basically meaning a massive powerful storm was to ensue until the next wheel spin, aka 20 days. Next was a small horde of 35. I would spawn them nearby me. Due to being at the base, this could be problematic. I then landed on mid-horde. Combining the two, therefore I would spawn in 100 zombies nearby me. Now this was, not looking good. And don't worry, we're almost at the stage where the audio goes back to normal, but unfortunately this very intense moment was ruined as it sounds like a jet engine in my room. Believe me, I am just as disappointed. But before any of that began, I lowered my first aid to level 0 again. I had it on level 4, and I didn't really feel like debuffing my farming. I don't know why, I actually just like how convenient it is. It's a really dumb thing to do, and you shouldn't do it if you have this option, but I did. Next up, I spawned 100 zombies just over a fence nearby my house. I obviously didn't want to spawn them on top of me, I don't know how that would be fair, but I spawned them in and instantly ran to the car. I was praying to God that fire zombies didn't surround the house and make all of this work for nothing, but ultimately, I didn't really have an option. I just had to kind of leave. First thing I did, I drove the car past the fence to bait them into me. This would mostly involve sprinters coming after me, and I leaded them away from the house, so I could kill them in safety within the car, but also not being near the house. If something explodes, I really wouldn't have time to extinguish the fire whilst dealing with all the other zombies. Eventually, however, I realized that it wasn't working as the dirt was making my car significantly slower and all the zombies were just exploding on it anyway. I began to exit the general area via the path I normally take to get to other cities. I would deal with the sprinters there instead. It was at this point I could fully use my scrap weaponry, and it was very efficient, well worth the time investment, and I'm glad I made a ton of bullets for it as well because they do not go down easy. However, a massive blade with level 10 strength and like level 6 long blade, it's also a pretty decent way to deal with them. Within a few hours, I must have killed about 50 to 60, and I wasn't even sure how many were around at this point. Whether this was 60 of the 100 that I spawned in or from other areas, I wasn't really sure, but I was desperate to get back to my base as soon as possible. With the generator on, the zombies were probably going to begin bashing down my constructions. The quicker I get back, the sooner I can protect it. I arrived back at the house after about 4 hours of fighting, and as expected, a bunch of fire zombies were surrounding the base. I didn't know how bad it was yet, but it wasn't looking great, but I would have to see. I was hoping the metal worked. I spent a little extra time clearing the zombies that were left in the field, and then checked on the damage in my house. And it would seem that the damage was actually very, very limited. Only a few broken down walls due to fire zombies, which was absolutely beyond surprising to me, but I certainly am not complaining. I don't want to have to rebuild a house. And now you can actually hear my voice normally, without me whispering in your left ear. The first thing I want to do is I want to replace these, or well, this specific wall. I think that was the only thing that was broken, so that would be easy to repair. And I see the food's done as well. Right, let's get on that. I genuinely don't think there's much I can do. Once again, I think it's gonna be a case of me waiting out the time more than anything else. I just hope the zombies in the area don't cause too many problems, because I don't think I killed all of them. I don't really feel like going out into the rain at night to find them. For some reason on day 61, the storm randomly was changed with snow for some reason, and I had no idea why. It's very weird. I don't know why it's not storming anymore. It is now snowing, which I didn't know could happen during a storm, but, well, it says it's active, so I'll believe it. We spawned in 100 zombies here. I really can't believe that we killed them all that quickly. I feel like this is like the hardest skill to level up. Like, even with a 100% boost from the perks I took at the start of the game, this would still take me like 5 to 6 in-game days, and even then, I think I wouldn't make it to level 9. It's the one thing I don't like leveling without books. It would take so long. Like, level up to level 2, manageable. Anything after that takes you days. What I can do is smoke the ganj and pass the time until day 80, because I really don't foresee any major events like in the previous insane challenges we've done. I really doubt they're going to come here. We'll see. I don't even know if I'll ever need to actually water these anymore. It's a 20-day storm, which the one benefit is that I actually don't have to attend my crops anymore. They're just permanently full on water. And so, once again, the waiting game continued. A healthy diet of peaches and tomatoes. Besides filling up on water and attending the plants, I would occasionally survey the area in case zombies were beginning to spawn back in. That's the only zombie I see anywhere near the location of my base. That's literally it.
Just this one guy. I just realized actually there's one flaw in this base. Certain zombies open doors. These doors don't have locks. That might be something I want to look into before it gets too late. Because if another 200 zombies just suddenly spawn around me, you know, well, at least one of them is going to open the door. Maybe I should put like, I don't know. Honestly, at this rate, it felt like I was more so playing Stardew Valley than Zomboid. All I was doing was harvesting plants and gathering rabbits for when I needed more calories. Come on, jump over. Yeah. Right. Oh my. What the fuck was that? It's one fuel can done. I'll probably bring up the other now. And I have two smaller ones, which should be able to get the generator through till... What's his name? Until the 100th day. I think I'll very easily be able to make this. God, my fitness keeps... My fitness and strength keep lowering because I'm sitting around doing nothing. These are seed bearing. I need to bring these in then. I also somehow gained this trait, and I really don't actually know how it appears. I actually got a new trait there. I'm not sure how this one appears, but it's just good to have. I'm just not growing these now because it's a lot easier, because if this storm's on, then I just get to, you know, have free water anyway, so... I wrote down that March 21st is day 80. I'm gonna craft a bit more ammo for my assault rifle in the off chance that tomorrow I have to spawn in like 200 of the bastards, so... Let's turn what's left into ammunition, which I think I just need scrap for. I'm not gonna need any of this anymore, so... Right, let's pray to God I don't die. Right, we're gonna do this 5 times quickly. And right off the bat, it was already horrible. That's not good. Harsh blizzard, so a max strength blizzard for 7 days. Hearing increase. That's fine. Intelligence increase. I think that just kind of increases the amount of chance they have to open doors and stuff. Zombie sight increase. Okay. This is about to be hellish. And then 125 zombies. Unlike the previous spawning of zombies, these guys just straight up started coming after me. Oh, sweet Jesus, we gotta go. I may be mildly fucked. Oh my god. I didn't expect them to come that quick. We gotta go. Oh shit, there's a tree in front of me. Unfortunately, a zombie exploded right next to my house. I had a feeling this was going to be fatal to some degree, but I wouldn't be able to tell until much later. All the sprinters came right at me, and I had no other choice than to just go. Drive, motherfucker, drive! Wait, why is the path filled with trees now? Huh? Duh. I can't move. Move! God damn it. This was a mistake. I hear a fucking airdrop or something as well. What is happening? Fuck this, I'm better off with a fucking sword at this rate. Combat was proving quite difficult. The zombies were absolutely tanking the bullets. The hearing distance of zombies was increased, so they were coming out of the trees from miles away, and I had an injured, lacerated hand, making any form of melee significantly more difficult. This was definitely day 80. This challenge was becoming fearsome. If the car broke down here, I was going to be suffering. Oh my god, yeah, the population is intense. The timing on this laceration should be fucking studied. With the amount of zombies charging at me and exploding, causing a great amount of fire, I had to keep pushing back. The more fire that spreaded, the more likely it was to reach places, such as my base and other locations, that may contain loot that I need. With the amount of fire currently at my base, I wasn't sure how much of it was going to survive, so I had to be prepared to go somewhere else in the off chance this place was leveled to the ground.
And so the slow ascent back to the base, clearing zombies as I pushed through, began. Whilst my life wasn't in peril necessarily, I was still on a time limit. If the generator broke, the food would begin to rot very quickly. And the longer I spend here, the more likely it is that my base began to burn. And I can't push directly back into the base ignoring everything else, because then I get overwhelmed. The Great Purge begun. This is going to be a very long day, and I fear my base is probably fucked here, but I think I have the means to survive anyway. We'll see when I get back. These motherfuckers are so tanky. Fuck me. A third of a clip and one zombie. Coming from there now. At this point, I had killed at least over 100. Most of the zombies that were meeting me here weren't actually the ones that I spawned in. The hearing distance was attracting zombies from areas I had not cleared, so they just kept coming. I was beginning to go through most of my ammo at this point, and attacking them in melee was almost a pretentious attempt. A single hand injury, and unfortunately, I'm just useless. How many of you fuckers are going to explode? I'm just glad this car's been so resilient throughout this playthrough, because fuck me, if this was any other car, I'm pretty sure I would have lost it about fucking 70 days ago. Huh? Motherfucker. They just keep coming. This is not 125. This isn't... I think I've already killed 125 of the bastards. This must be the increased population in the areas I haven't checked before, or wasn't keeping an eye on. They've just respawned and filled them out. But instead of being on 0.8, it's on 2.7 population now, with a peak of 4. It's a good thing I'm not in a city with my base, because I would be dead. Absolutely. This is way too many zombies for you to ever stay in the city. Maybe if you were in a default world of Zomboid, not a mutant one. So look at that, like they come out of the fucking dream. There's a red helicopter. Oh no. I had been fighting for about 10 hours at this point. I was starting to get pretty damn frustrated. They just kept spawning in. I couldn't even turn this corner. It was a complete choke point, but I kept going, because I didn't really have any other choice. My finger's actually starting to hurt from this. We're approaching 200 at this rate, I'm just saying. And I haven't even made it past this fucking corner without a fucking ton of them appearing. Oh, yeah, way too many there. Time to start opening fire again. And the car just turned... oh god. This car is gonna go off at the worst moment, and I'm gonna die probably. I'm gonna have to stop and crash somewhere else for tonight probably. There's just no way I can kill all of these guys. They're just coming out of the fucking trees, and I've killed at least 200. I don't know where half these guns are coming from anymore. Like, they're just kind of... it's like a wave-based shooter at this rate. Unfortunately, fatigue was catching up to me. My melee was suffering as a result. I really had to sleep this night out. It was a risk, but it had to be done. I was basically out of ammo at this point, and I was going to be relying on melee, and the only thing for that is rest. I will continue the onslaught tomorrow. To not risk freezing to death, or being jumped in my sleep, I only got about 5 hours of it, and then continued down the road. Like, this might be game over. Like, I don't want to die here, but I can barely decipher what's road. I'm entirely using the mini-map here. On the bright side though, my hand healed up a bit, so my sword was back to kicking ass again. And to make matters worse, the planes kept coming. Of all the poor timings for an airdrop, this is like the worst. Oh my god, my fucking... what? Chill. I'm entirely relying on seeing at this rate, because I don't think I could hear a zombie if I tried. Hopefully the core of the base is okay. As long as... hell, even if the fridge is just okay, that's all I care about. There just seems to be a couple of lurkers around here. I think most of the sprinters just came right for me. I'm going to stay in my car for a bit longer and encircle the place a little bit just to make sure, because I don't want to get caught out. And after this what was seemingly an endless battle, I was finally able to enter my house again, and to my surprise, there was very little damage, if any at all, especially to the core. The plan was working as expected.
That's the problem with the population increase and then just the random amounts of leftovers left from the events is, there's always going to be lurkers.
But for the most part, it was time to return to the sloth life, smoking weed and sleeping. Truly an ideal existence, and all I had to do was pray that nothing happened before day 100.
Don't you dare fucking get bored. You just went through hell and you want to go back out there?
Not a lot happened in the preceding time left. It was a case of me passing the time, and making sure that my fitness and strength don't continuously debuff, which was, rather annoying.
You're not going to start shooting me, are you? I'd very much like it if you didn't do that.
And at long last, after many attempts and many months, we arrived at day 100.
The day is good. The crops have grown. The house is safe. It's almost pure bliss. And with that, I conclude a successful attempt at 100 days of Mutant Project Zomboid. Future Fishy, I will let you take it from here, my friend. Well, hello. You have just watched 3 hours and 15 minutes worth of my Zomboid content. I hope you sincerely enjoyed the mutant journey. If you want to see more by me, subscribe. This content is very hard to make and very time consuming, so I appreciate everyone who is able to support me. I will see you in my future videos. Take care. What actions do you commit? This may not be the best circumstances in which to fully resuscitate him, however. It seems the bloater has not actually bitten him, but has crushed